My favorite piece of podcast fan art I've ever gotten was when I posted a picture of Bert looking down concerned and somebody edited him into the I dropped the socket guy.
Oh, that rules.
That was really good.
It's so funny.
We got
so much fan art.
We got so many good designs that I have yet to upload to the store, but rest assured that I will be. It's fine. I will get around to it eventually. That's also sort of the reason why we haven't recorded an episode in 6 or 7 years, is because I myself have been going through it, so I apologize. Also, we should sync the recording.
Oh, but no, I've been going through it, and by it I mean California, Nevada, Utah.
Yeah, for sure.
Did you shoot a man in Reno just to watch him die?
No, I was really fucking sick in Reno. I was like disappointed because I wanted to see the new train station. And no, I was just, I was like half conscious laying in the roomette. And I was like, oh, I'm in the trench for the new station in Reno. And then I fell back asleep.
You went on a kind of like psychogeographic vision of the American West. Yeah.
Right.
Journey. Exactly.
Metaphorical, literal, right.
It's what, taking peyote would be like if peyote was COVID.
See, that's way more exciting than me. My thing was just, I'm just sad, like I was still going back to bed, but I wasn't doing it in Reno.
You are killing a guy.
Not being in Reno is a good thing.
Oh yeah. I forgot you used to live in Nevada.
Shit, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But anyway, we're back. We're ready to podcast.
Hello.
Is everybody ready for podcasting?
Yes, sir.
Yes. We got to sync the audio. God damn it, we got to sync the audio. Also, there's like a 4-second lag on my end.
Oh my God.
All right.
3, 2, 1, mark. All right, close enough.
Oh boy,
no. That's definitely about a 4-second lag right there. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We make it work.
Yeah, we're all gonna have to speak slowly.
Zencaster, you son of a bitch!
You're all gonna have to hold space for like female voices.
Yes. So
Thank you.
All right. With that in mind, we'll all have to speak very slowly and clearly with long pauses. Welcome to the 200th episode of Well, There's Your Problem, a podcast about engineering disasters with slides. I'm Justin Rosniak. I'm the person who's talking right now. My pronouns are he and him. Okay, go.
You're telling me I've said this 200 times? I am November Kelly. I'm the person who is speaking right now. My pronouns are she and her. And 200 times, yay, Liam.
Yay, Liam. Thank you, November. Hi, I'm Liam McAnderson. My pronouns are he and him. And
you got a new one? You got another pronoun to debut?
a neo pronoun?
We got a joke about pronouns, huh?
Oh, yeah. 200 episodes in and the mask comes off, baby.
Yep. No, we got an attack helicopter with us today.
That's me. I'm an Apache. I'm original. Please don't Charlie Kirk me. Victoria, go.
Hello, my name is Victoria Scott. I'm the person who's talking right now. My pronouns are she and her. I haven't done this 200 times.
No, it's fine. Give it time.
One day. Yeah. And what you see on the screen in front of you is Tony Soprano,
a legitimate Italian-American businessman, a pillar of his community, and most of all, a waste management consultant.
A waste management consultant. Now, you may think The Sopranos is a work of fiction. However, there is a strong analog in Italy. And that's what we're going to talk about today when the mafia poisoned a good chunk of southern Italy by, and to quote Sam's notes, because Sam wrote this episode, taking
Sam.
the bins out incorrectly.
Yeah, in case you were in any doubt that our research assistant is British, this is bins politics. This is the politics of the bin.
This is the bins episode. And also, if this episode sucks, blame Sam and not me. All right. Anyway, I think it'll be good though. But before we do that, we have to do the goddamn news.
I still haven't got the fucking iPad fixed.
Shit. Hold on.
Episodes.
I got this.
Okay.
I got this.
You got this? You got this?
Hey, Tom. Yay, Liam. Josh from Newark, Delaware.
No,
here.
wait, no. Hold on. No. Jesus. I thought I actually put it in here. No, I didn't. All right, anyway.
We have a very special 200th episode Wurlitzer for the news.
Yes.
So
there was a train crash in the UK. I actually have no idea what happened here. Someone explain this for me, please.
I'm sensitively using this to plug you and Gareth's new podcast, Trains Atlantic.
Trains Atlantic. Listen to Trains Atlantic.
Because we kind of don't. We don't know anything yet, but what we do know is that Justin and Gareth have a new podcast. It's called Trains Atlantic. It's about trains. It's like Railnatter, except that Justin is on it. So you should listen to that.
Except there's two of us. Yeah, it's less structured. But yes, there was a signal past a danger, but I don't think we know why or how.
Yeah, this is the worst like train crash we've had in the UK in a while. Not least because one of the drivers was killed, and then like a lot of people apparently seriously injured because one train on the East Midlands Railway just ran into the back of another one. And all we know so far is that second train passed a signal at danger. We don't know why. And, you know, to an extent, we don't want to speculate. I don't also necessarily want to have the like really close up sort of footage of like train wrecks. So what I've got here is an image I found which looks so tilt shifted. It reminds me of playing the Emergency games back in the day. And this is National Rail having to build a road up to the track in order to crane all of the like rolling stock off, which is crazy work logistically.
Yeah, I like the train crane.
Oh yeah,
it
me
used
too.
to be you just take a sidewinder up there and just shove the train back on the track. I don't know what's going on up there in the UK. But yeah, I also have no idea what happened here. I do want to speculate, but I don't have enough information to do so.
To even speculate. Oh, that's tough, man.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
But place your bets on Polymarket now.
If you have inside
free
information, then immediately
bleep that.
Immediately start using privileged information to start like corruptly winning bets on prediction markets. Yeah, no, I think as far as I know, all of the injuries were like confined to the first carriage of the train that ran into the back of the other one, which you know is pretty bad. But as far as the sort of crashworthiness of everything else, it's you know good that more people weren't injured, I guess.
It seems like everyone other than the driver, you know, the cars stayed relatively intact. The train seems to have stayed on the track. I mean, it's about the best outcome you can expect, you know, given the circumstances, which again, we don't exactly know what they are.
Yeah, I think the only other thing that we know is that the first train had stopped because of like an AWS fault. That's the automatic warning system that like makes you brake automatically if you don't acknowledge like a yellow signal or slow down in time for a red signal. So that had then just stopped, and then whatever signal was protecting it, the second train has just come through. Which brutal, but we don't know yet. Future episode, I guess, once we do know more.
Yeah, most likely. But in other news,
Mr. Speaker, I am a gooner.
all right, we got to talk about the reflecting pool.
Oh God.
We're gonna have to talk about the goddamn reflecting pool.
I knew this was something for us as that whole story spiraled.
I don't know much about pools, right? But my
shouldn't look like that.
understanding, not well. Okay, this is untreated water, right? Or it was untreated water until they treated it.
Mhm.
But yeah, the
It's true
the
of all
reflecting
water,
pool
really.
has, yeah, well, that's okay. That's a trivial statement, yeah. But
Sorry.
Didn't they treat it by dumping a bunch of hydrogen peroxide into
But
it
like
too?
1 gallon
Yes.
jugs at a time.
yeah, 1 gallon jugs at a time. Yeah, it was embarrassing to look at. The reflecting pool. I'm going to say this as someone who was not a Washingtonian but a resident of the suburbs of Washington for a long time. It has always had seasonal algae problems, but the president decided in his wisdom to have a pool company come in and add a blue liner to the reflecting pool. As one might find in a pool. And this has increased the temperature of the water, which means the algae blooms this year have been much worse than usual.
Yeah, he wanted it American flag blue, which is, sort of characteristically hubristic, and what it ended up being was, kind of toxic green. Luckily, however, we found out why this is happening, and it's
like
not.
The water's already blue,
but not enough. And thankfully, like I say, we found out the reason why this is happening, and the reason, of course, is Antifa.
Yes.
Oh, we did this.
Well, no. So there was a project some decades ago that was organized by Antifa to, instead of feeding the reflecting pool with Washington, D.C. municipal water, it would instead have sort of a tidal cycle along with the Potomac River being fed directly from the tidal basin, right? This was like an old Antifa plot. I think it was, I don't know which sort of sector of Antifa started it, but this was
it was this one like Kenyan guy, I think.
Right? So, but anyway, once they stopped feeding it with municipal water, the algae blooms got a lot worse. But these were also, it's just a seasonal thing you tolerate, right? And the fact that president's real mad about it is pretty funny, because they are arresting people for being Antifa for like looking at the reflecting pool the wrong way, which is the thing you're supposed to do with the reflecting pool is look at it. It has no other purpose.
But the thing about the liner as well is the liner is now like coming up in chunks, which Trump suggests is due to still further dedicated agents of Antifa slashing the reflecting pool's new liner with a knife.
My favorite thing was Jen Bendery from HuffPo went down to it and found a pool guy there who was like, "Oh yeah, this is a shit liner job. I used to run a pool business, and like this was always inevitable. It was always going to just start sloughing off in huge chunks." But no, we got a grand jury indictment today for a former Olympian who touched the water.
I look forward to that going about, as well as the guy who like threw the sandwich at the FBI agent. I don't get the reflecting pool. I have to be honest, because like I understand that Washington DC it's a bog functionally. It's a city that you built in a bog to make a very important point, and it's like humid as ass all the time. And then for some reason you decided to put like a big puddle in there to commemorate the fucking, I don't know, liberty or whatever. And now you have a child in charge who wants the pool to be blue crayon, when in fact it's not, because it's a water system.
Yeah, it's and the other thing is, well, no, let me break out some I don't know how to describe this. If you want a reflecting pool, it costs money. They should just hook it back up to the municipal water. Fuck it. If you want this outcome, you're going to have to spend some money instead of doing all this bullshit. This is a hack on a hack on a hack.
It's sort of a lot of Trump's worst qualities besides the obvious ones, where he's like, because he's a property guy, but he's also a micromanager, but he also tries to do everything on the cheap and stiff everyone on the bill.
Yeah, they spent millions and millions of dollars doing the new liner, which appears to just have been them rolling out like blue epoxy based like pool paint.
Yeah.
Going to the reflecting pool, which now looks like it emits the fucking radiation Geiger counter thing from Fallout 3, and there's a guy in waders with like a sort of floating like pool chair with a bunch of like blue gloss paint buckets and a roller.
I think the thing about this for me is that like it's the first thing that's felt genuinely funny, because it's every time he makes a mockery out of like the seat of power of America, I think it's hilarious, especially when it upsets him. And this is like the ballroom for me, where it's like, hey, we leveled part of the White House to like satiate this one like 80-year-old child's whims. And like we're desecrating America's monuments, and it's honestly pretty funny. And the fact that upsets him is great. It's like it's the same thing as like the state fair thing.
The Great American State Fair.
The thing about Marx is that he thought that the farce would follow the tragedy, when instead what seems to be happening is the tragedy and the farce are happening at the same time, but faster and dumber.
Simultaneously. Yeah, it's a black comedy, folks.
I would recommend that people read Debord to understand the spectacle, but I also don't want all of our listeners to kill themselves.
The worst part is for the Trump administration, this is actually a fantastic carbon sink right here.
It's just Trump between this and the Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, between this and the Strait of Hormuz, Donald Trump is not having a good time with like narrow bodies of water.
I was about to say, but the other thing is, we've taken so much CO2 out of the atmosphere. Probably Europe can start having air conditioners now.
Don't tell them that. Don't tell them that.
I just like thinking about this as being part of his sort of narrative arc. I'm sort of imagining a version of The Apprentice where we go back to 80s New York Trump and he stiffs a pool guy, and the pool guy kind of implicitly curses him to this.
Did you see the pictures of the pool guy?
Oh, his neighbor, like the one, the no bid contract. That looks like a fucking
Frank
Yeah.
You mean the guy who was responsible for the Avanti revival?
I mean the guy who
I'm not
looks
even
like,
doing a
like
bit. He
Paul
was.
Bearer?
Do you remember so if you're a car sicko, Studebaker had the Avanti, and then somebody decided they would buy the nameplate and try to bring it back as a modernized 80s version when they were doing 50s nostalgia, and it was a terrible piece of shit, and they ruined the whole like design of the car in the process of doing it. It was one of the like classic like the auto industry can't be that hard proceeds to shoot self in foot stories. But I think that's the same guy who did the pool.
It's not Frank Carone in this case. I got my wires crossed with No Gods, No Mayors. Frank Carone is the Eric Adams aide who texted "Thank you, my big guy" in a corruption thing that then got subpoenaed by the feds.
Hold on, let me. John J. Cafaro. Hold on, let's see. Let's see if we can find...
Okay, so I'm racist against Italians now. That's going to bode well for the next 50 slides.
Wait, no, it is the Studebaker revival guy. Holy shit.
I'm not doing a bit.
Fuck.
No, he really did that.
God damn it.
It's just
Trump
the same
got the Studebaker
guys.
revival guy
He
to
got
do
the
his
Studebaker
pool?
guy. To do the pool.
There's always an automotive angle, baby.
No, yeah, it's this guy.
He looks like a villain from like a new Home Alone remake.
Yes.
They don't make guys
We're gonna
like that
rediscover
anymore.
Fordite just from like layers of pool liner.
It won't have long enough to congeal. Fordite only worked because the paint adhered.
So, well, good luck to the president in his quest to make the waters blue.
We have more to look forward to too, because in the next week, probably by the time this episode's up, we're gonna have 850,000 fireworks going off to break the world record for the 4th of July. And he says he wants to give the longest speech possible in 107-degree weather, which is like, I don't know, 34? So like,
Jesus
He's just
Christ.
gonna absorb and radiate the heat into the crowd assembled, right? Like people are gonna die in the crowd, but he's gonna absorb their life force.
like a reverse William Henry Harrison.
Yeah, pretty much.
And right now, I understand that they've just fenced off the reflecting pool, and they've had to just start draining it in order to try and get it bluer and get some of the algae out. But they say it's going to be done for July the 4th.
I've also heard that like fencing off the reflecting pool is normal for setting up the fireworks, but I don't know that for sure. I've never been to the July 4th fireworks on the National Mall because I'm a sane person.
A rabid anti-American.
Yeah, I kind of get the sense that like doing the 4th of July stuff in DC is kind of the American equivalent of like British people who are into our royal family.
Yeah. I mean, the only reason to go see the fireworks in DC is if you live in DC. And that's like, that'll be like the one time a year you visit the National Mall, maybe. And actually, you probably won't do that because you can see it from everywhere.
Yeah, they're starting security screening at 1, and you're only allowed to have a liter of water, and the fireworks start at 11 p.m. So
this is the equivalent of like the God Emperor in Warhammer 40K. They are going to have to sacrifice 10,000 chuds.
Death march.
Yeah.
Just chuds screaming for water, trying to dive into an empty reflecting pool.
Every year we sacrifice 10,000 used car dealers to Donald Trump.
Look, if it's the only way we can get denazification done in this country, whatever, I'll take it.
Yeah, that well may run dry soon. But in the meantime, it's I guess we'll see what happens. And in other news, hold on. I don't even know if I should. I'm going to do it anyway. No. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, pretty much. That's pretty much how it feels. This is where I parked the anger slide, the slide for anger.
Yeah, this is the
my understanding.
If no one got me, I know Devin got me.
Yeah.
The Supreme Court of the United States of America showed up to work the one day a year they bothered to do that. And in a thing that was much reported, broke 6-3 on the legal question, motherfucker, can you read? And preserved birthright citizenship. But in a far less reported decision, decided that equal rights in Title IX do not apply to trans people, so fuck the Supreme Court, brackets, American this time.
Specifically also just like vindicating Julia Serrano by like having Kavanaugh write a whole like trans women are just the lowest class of people, and we can't have them stealing scholarships from our precious like blonde-haired, blue-eyed cis girls. The thing is like I have nothing funny about this. As somebody who lives here and is kind of just like losing my mind constantly, it took about 26 hours for this one to actually hit me because I was so relieved. It was like 5-4 for the citizenship thing too, because there were two questions they decided, and one of them was 6-3 and one of them was 5-4, and all the confident law knowers, the ball knowers of America were convinced that it was going to be like 9-0 or maybe like 7-2, and of course it was just way worse than that. And they're already like trying to set up the legal arguments to go for
Absolutely
another
fucking
round on
heinous,
that.
Yeah.
And they probably will. I mean, the thing that's nice is that like I am not an accelerationist, so another year where people don't unnecessarily suffer is good. Honestly, like that was nice. But this is just the thing that really fucked me about this was just like it was 9-0 that trans women don't apply to Title IX. It wasn't even like it was another like 6-3 split decision for on one reading of the law it was, but on the Title IX thing, it's like, no, it just it was a weak legal argument, but I just don't give a fuck anymore. This is all Calvin ball. I don't give a shit. Like, if I don't understand how you look at the legal situation for trans people in the U.S. and you say, well, this wasn't the best case to bring. It's like, it doesn't fucking matter.
The thing that strikes me here is, they make all the huge deals here about one of like the 6 high school trans athletes in America. It's like they did the right wing movement has successfully done a reverse Rosa Parks.
Yeah. Well, and like the girl that this case was about was like, I think 11 when this law got raised. She's like 16 or 17 now. And she's the only person the law applies to. And she did everything, quote unquote, right, according to these fucking bigots. And that she started puberty blockers at a young age, and she didn't go through like, the years of excruciating puberty. And it doesn't fucking matter. They don't give a shit. We don't belong in their society. And it's like, there's nothing, I don't even know. I mean, like, I guess I could make a bunch of actionable threats, like, we have to fucking kill these people. United States is a dead institution, and until we move past it, we're never going to get anywhere. But like, what difference does it fucking make? I would like to participate in my society again.
I feel kind of lucky to be British, which is one of the rare times I'll say that, because we had our version of this last year, I want to say. I don't know. Time sort of turns into a blur when you start thinking about stuff like this. But either way, I had my kind of like 3 weeks of not going outside, and then I sort of realized that I could do the court has made their judgment, now let them enforce it type thing. And just keep doing what I wanted. Now, admittedly, this is going to stop my, professional sports career from taking off, but on a sort of personal level, as a kind of dedicated non-athlete, it's just sort of like, okay, there are lots and lots of ways that this can fuck every trans person over, including me, but I can kind of just keep going until it gets to an inflection point that affects me personally, which is not a great feeling to be running out the clock on, but it's more time, I guess.
Yeah, well, and the thing here is like this decision is going to be used to basically remove any legal protections we have. So discrimination in housing and employment and all that is going to be even more legal than it currently is, which it already fucking is. Just ask any American trans person. But also, like, the night after this decision came down, there was some fucking press release from the White House about Supreme Court rules with Trump to eliminate transgender insanity. And it's like fucking crickets from everybody. And it's just it like, I know that there are many, many problems going on in the US right now, but the fact that this just attracts so little attention and nobody gives a shit is really just kind of like, it's jokerifying me, for lack of a better term. Like, I just feel like what's gonna the best case scenario for liberals in this fucking country is that we get President Gavin Newsom. They continue to like legally eliminate us from the United States, and everybody is like, oh, it's fine now because like ICE has like smiley faces drawn on their fucking balaclavas, and we're quieter about it. And it's just like I fucking hate this institution. I hate this country. You should put 100 people on the Supreme Court. That's your starting point.
Yes. Well, the other thing, of course, is that now that, we're talking about high school sports, banning trans people entirely. How are you going to tell who's trans? This is,
Oh, mandatory genital inspections. I'm sure that's going to go down.
I wasn't going to say
wonderfully.
it, but yeah, this is, it's in a field where there are already a lot of, pedophiles, they are only being enabled by this.
Yeah, the sort of like all sort of like high school athletes must post hog or pussy law is a huge loss for the transgender community and a huge win for the pedophile community.
I was about to say, yeah, this has gone poorly overall. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. We need, as Victoria said, like 100 people on the Supreme Court. None of them should be cisgender.
I'll also accept blood in the streets.
Yep, me too.
I mean, it's like it's up to y'all at this point. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Either we'd have a second constitutional convention and remake the idea of what like America. Well, I guess third because 1787 was sort of one, but like we remake the idea of what America is, and we like are very clear about who gets rights and who doesn't. And we need to like redefine our entire legal system or a bunch of people. I don't give a fuck. I'm here for a bad time, not a long time.
So it seems like it wasn't really.
Well, the first street tunnel is right there underneath the building, and there's no security lines to get onto Virginia Railway Express. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, I love the ending of V for Vendetta. We're all going to federal prison.
No, please don't bomb the Supreme Court, or if you do, don't say you got the idea here. You can look at a map and figure that out.
Yeah, Devin.
I'm trusting a lot to the bleep here. I really am.
Yeah,
I'm so proud of you.
I mean, we didn't even get into the fucking Prairie Land decision, so I don't know. Is this worse or better than Z's?
Oh my fucking god! That's the one that really got
Fascist
to me. Yeah,
state. I feel like every single day, it's like I look at my phone before I wake up. There's been 3 fucking abductions like 20 miles from my house. It's just like then I check the news and it's like, oh cool, more endless humiliations, more people suffering. It's just like. And then it's like deeply personal.
All these people over Shallow Ditch, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Please keep me out of federal
like,
prison, Devin. I trust you. Thank you.
We're in a sort of moment where it's like, well, because the Democrats don't give a shit about this, it's like DSA is having some electoral victories, which is kind of cool. That's great. It's not a lot of consolation if you're in like federal prison for 50 years for no reason.
Sorry, I'm just really mad. I've been in a bad mood all week.
No. Me too. This fucks me up for a long time.
I had a bunch of people get mad at me because I wasn't humping the fucking flag for the U.S. men's soccer team, and I'm just like,
I can't in good conscience root for Belgium, but maybe I can root for the Meteor.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. I mean, I'm not asking. I would never ask anyone to root for Belgium. Let's be real here. But I just like, I don't know.
My position is very clear. England are going to win. We're not going to deserve it. It's going to be the stupidest possible thing, but we are going to win it.
It's coming home, folks.
It's coming home. Kill you, Roz. Sorry about
in other.
Hey, Liam, you're really quiet again.
Liam, you're really, really quiet. Yeah.
Oh, am I?
No, now you're very sensual.
Okay. Is that better?
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you.
The political compass whose 2 axes are volume and sensuality.
Yes.
Thank you. I think I feel insulted and praised.
That's the best way to feel. In other news. How do I? Oh, I gotta go back over here.
The fucking sound effect is fucking me up every time. Oh, okay, yeah, this is a real quick one from me. So that is a picture that you see attached of the UK's new Prime Minister, Andy Burnham. Basically,
for real?
Starmer. No, that's Ian Brown of the Stone Roses, but it would be funny to make you believe it. So
I'm faceblind. I trust anything you tell me.
Yeah.
So Starmer finally out. I finally got to retweet all of those like Keir Starmer has resigned posts from 2016. Keir Starmer is in tears from 2022. All the good ones. He's out. I feel no great satisfaction over it now that it's
so
actually
sad
happened.
sometimes.
Yeah, and so now
Yeah.
they've replaced him with a version of him that can like talk to people and appear to be human. And this one's deal is that he's from Manchester, which is like
Wow.
London, except it's in the north.
What do they
So-
have in Manchester?
Manchester United.
Oh, a lot of like
Nothing else.
Okay, yeah.
music, like bars, small plates, restaurants that do things a little differently. It's really a kind of place
Oh.
of the kind of city authentic movement that we've talked about. I mean, the main thing is, I think that this means that the entire country is going to become like a kid from the southeast who goes to uni in Manchester and makes it their whole personality. We're going to all be doing really inauthentic accents. We're going to be like trying to weave in bits of local slang. It's going to be horrible. And the worst part about it is, on the day before he becomes prime minister, we're going to win the World Cup.
So this is like
Oh,
if,
so we're just in full on delusion land, huh?
Well, according to the Supreme Court.
if we had the first Philly president and he starts saying John all the time.
Yeah,
John.
kind of. It's
Yeah.
no. What it is it's like if you had the first Chicago president. You know, like with the kind
Ooh,
of
they
chip
got
on your
Pope,
shoulder
we get a
about
president,
it.
fuckers.
We do have a Chicago Pope.
That's true.
Yeah, so but
But
well, yeah, I guess we got a
It's a
Chicago
real-
Pope, and then the world shifted significantly to Chicago as a result.
yeah, I guess so. But I like that. I think that's a good thing. Like I
No,
almost
that
put in the
was a good
slide
thing.
about the Pius X stuff. But like, no, it's like, you know how Chicago kind of has that like second city chip on its shoulder sometimes. That's kind of
Yes.
Manchester, and we're gonna have to live in that world for at least 3 years now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely the worst part because Manchester is definitely the third city after Birmingham.
So we are
Um,
predicting though that he will outlast the cabbage.
I believe so. Yeah, he's gonna run into all of the same problems. Like Starmer, just as a fuck you, has handed him a like £5 billion deficit on defense spending, just to fuck with him. But so he really can't do anything differently other than vibes. And the vibes still aren't good. Like he's still one of the guys who like backtracked on trans rights. He's still sort of like, we have to have controls on immigration. So as much as people want to fantasize about him being on the like soft left of the Labour Party, it's really just like there's a lot of kind of stuff where he's constrained to do all of the same things. And, you know, give him 6 months, everyone's going to hate him just as much as they hate Starmer now.
The Marie Glusenkamp Perez of Manchester.
Ooh, yeah.
Cursed
I don't know.
sentence,
It would
by
be
the
funny
way.
for Andy Burnham to start going in on like killing sea lions. I would be surprised, but you know, maybe he'll do it. I don't know. That's it. That's my Burnham bit.
Yep, that's the new empty suit running Britain, folks. That was the goddamn news. Oh wait, that wasn't even the one I was going for.
He's not even really an empty suit. He's got the Fetterman disease. Like he wears the fucking like black t-shirt everywhere.
I thought
Oh,
they called
oh,
it
God.
stroke Snova.
Fetterman syndrome.
And against all of the odds, John Fetterman got Fetterman syndrome.
It's like Lou Gehrig's disease.
All right, folks.
Enough
Folks,
laughter.
Yeah, no, enough laughter. Let's get serious. No, that doesn't happen on this podcast.
Italy.
Anyway,
It's time to go to Italy, a very serious place.
It's time to go to Italy, a very serious place. Yes. Where in Italy? Not even normal Italy. No, we're going to southern Italy. We're going to Campania, right?
Bye.
Specifically,
Campania.
Campania. This is why I didn't. No, I have been here. I have no excuse.
Naples.
Campania. Okay. And specifically Naples and its neighboring conurbations, which is a fun word, and its suburbs, right? There's 5 provinces. There's Naples. There's oh boy,
Get through it.
yeah,
We believe in you.
Avellino, Benevento, Caserta, Salerno. About 25% of all protected areas in Italy are in this region. 4 state natural reserves, 8 regional national parks, 4 regional national reserves, 106 sites of community interest, so on and so forth.
This is like a briefing from the Biden EPA.
Yeah. So anyway, Campania's agricultural output is mainly fruit and vegetables, which, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. They also have buffalo for mozzarella. I would assume this is where you get your nice San Marzano tomatoes, that you get in a can from the grocery store because you want to pay $5 more.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Genuinely, I am stupid enough to believe that, to get my wires crossed again, and to believe that buffalo mozzarella is called that because of upstate New York.
I also get my wires. No, I always think it's going to be, it's going to have Frank's Red Hot in it.
That's right, baby. Go Bills.
Yeah, go Bills.
Josh Allen is the future at some dragged off stage.
But yeah, Campania
I
is
see
where
here in the incredibly comprehensive notes that this is where the mozzarella's from. This is like 80% of the mozzarella
is from. Yes.
Okay.
324 traditional products, 28 certified products of protected designation of origin, right? That's when you look at the can of San Marzano tomatoes, it says DOP on it. That's how you know
Italy,
it's good.
Italy really abuses those. That's the thing. They've got like fucking thousands of them because of this kind of like gastro-nationalism. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I buy all of them. I eat that shit up.
Expression softening. What the hell, brother? Pass me a product of protected designation of origin.
Yeah, give me another fucking tomato, please. It's also one of the poorest regions in Italy. 21% of families living below the poverty line. Anyway,
Jesus, there's no money in this mozzarella shit.
We're gonna find out why, November.
I put some of my vacation photos.
Oh my god, that is such a cool tag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That rules.
Yeah. No. The Circumvesuviana is a great way to get around sort of Naples and the surrounding areas. Tiny, shitty, narrow gauge trains. They're all covered in graffiti, and for whatever reason, it's like okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, the company's like, okay, that's just a free coat of paint. We'll leave it like that.
The Union Pacific mentality.
Yeah, pretty much. This is a nice view of Vesuvius here from the Railroad Museum. Greatest railroad museum I've ever been to in Naples. And a stupid tweet I made when I was over there about walkable streets because, I almost got run over here several times. I was playing hooky from the rest of my family because they were going to the Vatican Museum that day. I was like, no, I'm never going in that place again.
It's hell on wheels, man.
Yeah, I took the high-speed train down to Naples to go see the train museum.
Okay, that rules, and I support that as a decision. However, it's really funny that every city you go to in Europe, you almost get run over, and then post about it being like,
almost run over.
So much for the like superior European urbanism, and it's a photo you took in the middle of a traffic island where the traffic is going 70 miles an hour.
Yes, November. Yes, you understand me completely. I
did almost get hit by a car when I went to Paris too, so I'm kind of sympathetic to this.
I managed to have a bad time biking in Amsterdam.
Both of your problems are that you hang out with not just bikes too much, right? And so you think that like, oh, Europe, we've like conquered the car. And so you go to a society that's 5% less car centric than America, and you think because there are only 3 lanes of traffic instead of 5, you can walk across it and just get hit by every car.
No, here's the thing. I had a different opinion in Prague. No, I had a different experience in Prague because there I was almost getting murdered by trams.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, that's what we strive for.
Oh yeah, no, love a tram.
Yeah. Oh, they were all old Soviet trams. It was great. Anyway, so there's this thing, the Neapolitan conurbation, right? This is genuinely like a strange piece of urban development, right? There was no like coordinated planning as you might see in other places. So there's like apartment buildings next to like an orchard or a vineyard or a farm field, and there's a factory next to that, right? And there's some single family houses, there's a villa, there's it's just build anything anywhere, no one gives a shit, right? It's all in the shadow of a huge volcano that could explode at any time and kill people. And you got Naples in the south, you got what is it, Caserta in the north, right? There's also like a bunch of old volcano craters. Those will be relevant later.
Why'd you draw Among Us?
What? Oh, fuck. Anyway.
God fucking damn it.
What's us? Possibly? Question mark.
See, I know that you're so pure of heart that that's entirely unintentional.
Next slide. So here's a diagram stolen from Wikipedia where we talk about waste disposal infrastructure, right?
God, it looks like the military PowerPoints.
It's very, actually, if you look at it for a bit.
Thinking about Tony Soprano frowning at this.
He doesn't have to look at it. This is like something he hands to, what's his name? The young guy.
Christopher Moltisanti, the author of the greatest line in all of screenwriting.
Yes, he makes him read it. He also doesn't understand it. What is the greatest line of all of screenwriting?
Mate.
It's when he's writing his mob spec script and he has a beautiful woman talk to the version of him, and she's like, "Beautiful woman, thank you," and he says, "I must be loyal to my capo," but he misspells loyal.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Shit. So we as humans use and dispose of a lot of shit. We produce waste. What happens after you, a regular citizen, put the bins out?
Oh, I send it to New Jersey where it belongs.
No, we send it to Trenton, Liam.
I thought we sent it to Chester.
Do we send it to Chester?
Isn't that where the big incinerator is?
That might be where the big incinerator.
It goes off of the map where you use a sort of slider to make a deal with the mayor of that city that they take your garbage and you pay them.
No. There was a guy who did a SimCity 4 mod that fixed this. So that you actually just push it off the edge of the map, and it falls down into the void. So anyway, the wonderful world of waste management is what happens, right? Most waste that people are familiar with is municipal solid waste, right? That's the stuff that you yourself throw out, right? So that could be, I don't know, what did everyone throw out yesterday? I threw out a bunch of stuff.
Me too.
Like if it's me, it's probably like 80 different shoe boxes from pairs of shoes that I bought that don't fit well.
I went to a museum nearby, the Burke Museum, which is at the UW campus, and they have a section on like human landfill waste, and it it kind of filled me with a sense of sort of Protestant guilt about the amount of waste that I generate as a human being. So I think about and feel bad about basically everything I throw away. And it's a ton of
What's
shit.
Protestant guilt? Do they make that?
I don't know. It's just like the kind of ambient American sort of, I feel bad because I'm here.
I personally went and cleaned out my fridge and got rid of a few science experiments in there, including no, this was really bad. There was some. I went to Handy Nasty recently.
Of course.
Right.
What?
I'm sorry.
Keep going.
Han Dynasty. It's a really great Chinese restaurant, but everyone calls it Handy Nasty.
You're welcome. Put that on my tombstone, Roz.
It's like, wow, your Pride Month went crazy.
She
I left
spit
a
on it
container.
Handy Nasty style.
Yeah. I left a container of leftovers in the fridge for like the week I was in Prague. I came back, it had started fermenting. I opened up the container. It was the whole apartment was overwhelmed, and I threw it out. It's no longer in my life anymore. It is gone into the municipal solid waste
sort of
stream.
like. I don't want to tell people to glamorize my life too much, but like, do not ask for a beer in a podcaster's house because you will open the fridge and something will bark at you, and it'll be in a plastic container probably.
Yeah. No, the worst part of that about that was it had such a strong vinegar smell that I was like, damn, if I left this 5 years, I'd get some like great fish sauce out of it or something, you know? But anyway.
Oh, just go ahead and reach in there and grab yourself a 1,000-year egg. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes the mental health gets a bit much for me, and sometimes what that leads to is, let's say, an inadvertent experiment in home pickling. Right? It's not the worst thing in the world. You just have to suit up in the full CBRN suit and throw it out, and then it becomes Tony Soprano's problem.
Well, this is how pickled food originated. It was depressed people.
We've always been here.
Yep. So anyway, yeah, this becomes part of the municipal solid waste stream, right? So people produce a lot of this. Dense urban areas produce a lot of this, and that's why you need systems to handle it, right? They're expensive, but we can do things to reduce the impact, right? So yeah, doing this stuff in the best study case practice can be very expensive, which this is a literary technique known as foreshadowing, right? But
costs a lot of money to separate out the like recyclables from the Handy Nasty containers that are sort of like might bite you if you put your hand too near them.
I actually saved the container, but I got rid of the food in it because it's one of those nice like quart containers, and like I need more of them.
You can just buy those, man. We have the money.
Yeah, but I have to go all the way to Chinatown for that.
I will buy you some.
All right.
So I'm now getting a sort of insight, and maybe the listener is too, on why the podcast is so often disrupted by sickness.
I put it through the dishwasher. It's fine.
Like here's the thing, right? I don't want people to start thinking we're like 4 Asmongold's here, right? Like it's fine. Most
you can
of
use
the
those
time,
things like 4 or 5 times.
Sometimes I get very, very depressed and in my head, and then the room turns into the sort of like garbage dimension for a bit, and then I get out of the depression and I clean it, and I sort of think to myself, my like you say, Victoria, we've always been here, so I'm like, my ancestors are smiling on me, neurotypical. Can you say the same? But like once it's clean, it's fine. I'm not reusing the fucking experimental test bed beaker fucking Erlenmeyer flask.
No, the Erlenmeyer flask is somewhere else in the apartment.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
Also, like, Aren't those not designed to be reused? Are you like a test bed for how much BPA a person can take?
You could use them 4 or 5 times. It's fine. I'm not dead yet.
I think we're operating on a real sort of program of like, fuck the microbiome, I'm the macrobiome, and I'm the macroplastics. So like, I'll do what the fuck I want.
Exactly. So this diagram here, you have like in a theoretical framework, right? How do you dispose of waste? You know, you have the best ways to do it up here. You have the worst ways to do it down here. You know, okay, we're reducing, right? We are doing prevention. Do we need to get the stuff that we're going to throw out? You know, are we doing less stuff than we might otherwise need, right? Or you reuse, which everyone was just making fun of me for. Right? You know, can you sell stuff to other people who might need to use it, right?
Well, probably not that container, no.
No, I wouldn't sell it to someone because it's probably only got 4 uses on it now. But yeah, eventually, you know, we go down to like, okay, stuff is now actual waste.
Do you remember the time we learned about Nova's computing setup? This is how I feel about how you use food containers.
I was late to start recording today because I had to turn my computer on for the first time in like 50 years, and it took too long, and it had like mandatory updates and shit. So I've been confirmed in my belief that I should just leave this running all the time. The room is quite clean though, so I'm taking credit.
I also do that. Oh, my room is quite clean for the first time in a very long time. Because I threw a whole bunch of shit out. I didn't do it. Riley did it. Thank you to Riley. Not Riley from Trash Future, other Riley who's not on social media.
Yeah, Riley from Trash Future came to Philadelphia, cleaned out your apartment, and then
cleaned
left.
out my apartment, and then left. Exactly. So let's say
you're there clutching your like emotional support takeout container, just like, no, I need it.
It's one of those nice standardized quart containers. They all fit nicely into each other. Anyway, let's say you use that 4 or 5 times. It's waste now, right? Anyway. They don't last
You're a horrifying
forever,
human
but,
being.
You know. So it's waste, right? You know, and you can maybe recycle it, or you can say you recycle it. A lot of plastic recycling is fake. That's a different episode, right? Or it goes to, you know, the bottom of the chart here. You dump it, right? Disposal. It goes to the landfill, or it gets incinerated, right? Incineration, of course, can produce energy, but it also creates ash that goes to the landfill. The landfill produced nasty stuff like leachate. We'll talk about later, right? Which that's a whole thing right there, right? So this is at the least favored end of the reduce, reuse, recycle schedule, right? You know, this is the stuff winds up in landfills, but there's a lot of ways to avoid that, and that's what this big complicated defense chart is about. It says you can use that standardized takeout container 4 or 5 times before you really got to throw it out anyway. But yeah, you want to divert stuff from the landfill. That's the end of the slide right there. Now, stuff does go to the landfill.
I like the smiley faces where it's just like happy, neutral, and then 3 times dissociating, which is kind of how I've been lately.
Yeah.
I got to go to the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
Oh, good. Oh, we're an hour in and we're... Oh,
we got
boy,
like
it's
40 more slides. Hold it.
This is going to be a doozy.
Yeah. I mean, this is why I was gonna really try.
Sam.
Sam has created a year-long episode.
It's fine. I can still be doing this time next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Damn, here I was planning a 3-part extravaganza extravaganza, and Sam might have just done it for us.
A 3-part extravaganza is like some shit that we all did in uni.
Isn't it just
maybe.
weed?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's a weed joke. No. I say that
Doing
I'm
great.
stealing valor. I've smoked weed one time in my life.
Yeah, I'm not a big weed guy. I always liked cocaine and alcohol. And prescription.
Hell yeah, the gentleman's choice.
Thank you, November.
I was not good at weed. Are we back?
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, you
shit.
that's a
We're so
quick
back.
kiss, goddamn.
Very, very quick. Yeah. Okay. So the first
She
thing we
pisses
got to
like a
talk about
racehorse.
here.
Yeah, that's incredible. Look at that stream.
Well, I've seen a racehorse piss. It's a strong stream, but it still takes a long time. There's a lot
Horses
of
are
volume to
big,
dispose
dude.
of. Yeah.
Look, there are some upsides to not having had GRS yet, and part of it is that you get to go quicker. It's an efficiency thing. So if I ever pursue my dream career of being a like Le Mans driver, I can have faster pit stops.
Can't you just go in the
getting
suit?
like gender euphoria because it's like, yeah, I'm not getting bottom surgery, so I can use the pilot relief tube on an A10 cockpit.
Wasn't that Isabel Fall story?
Yeah, kind of. Also, it surprises me
That's
how
for,
few
like,
people
6
know that
people.
a lot of planes just have like a piss tube that you can just piss into in the cockpit. Crazy work. Anyway.
So let's talk about landfills. It's the oldest, most common form of waste disposal, right?
Throw
You
it in the
take
trash,
your
baby.
Yeah, throw it in a hole. Take your municipal waste, put it in a big hole, maybe a big pile, right? They're not that great as a disposal system, right? But there's ways you can manage it. You can do like remediation after it's full. You can limit how much stuff leaches out of the landfill. To limit like the various toxic elements in there that leach out into the environment. But you can also have very bad landfills, which is what this episode's about. So one of the major issues is something called leachate, right? Or leachate, excuse me. And leachate is, it's the garbage juice, right?
Mhm.
Everyone knows
No.
garbage juice.
No. Yeah,
And
the bag splits and you're wearing like open-toed shoes. Yeah, we're aware.
Yeah, or it's like, fucking it's the 3-week-old handy nasty.
Oh my god, why is it wet?
Yeah.
that's a disfavorable set of words. Yeah.
Yeah, no, you don't want that. You don't want that in the groundwater, right? Because it hasn't fermented for 5 years and turned into a delicious
just like
sauce.
what is this liquid? Well, it used to be a salad dressing from a Czech restaurant called Dommy Handjob, and now it's like I don't know what it is.
So when if that soaks into the ground, it gets into the groundwater and then it gets sucked up into like someone's well or something, which is not good because then they're drinking it, right? That's bad.
Yeah. Why does this water taste like bin?
Yes. And if you have a good landfill, you have some kind of impenetrable liner on the bottom. Impenetrable is relative, but a lot of times this is some kind of like plastic liner, which is going to just sit there, hopefully forever, right? In order to
It's a beautiful
stop.
American flag blue.
Yes, exactly. No, that one didn't work. You need something better than that. Oh crap! I didn't mean to switch the slides. Anyway, but yeah. Oh crap! Where was I? So you need the liner, right? You still need monitoring of the liner, to make sure that stuff isn't leaching down into the aquifer, right? Because these things are supposed to last basically forever. You got to remember they are not so different from like a trash bag, though. right? They're kind of thin plastic liners usually, right? They can leak, right? They also have gas, right? There's all kinds of nasty fermenting stuff in there, and that is mostly producing methane, right? Natural gas, right? You also got CO2, of course, from the fermentation process, right? And at the bottom, I don't
Functionally,
know.
this is both like a kind of jar of kimchi and like an instant pot. This is troubling. I don't like thinking of the garbage casserole.
It does get very hot in there a lot of the times. Yeah. You
I
have
don't like that you said the sentence garbage casserole to me. Don't really like that. I'm not
Isn't
gonna
that a
lie to you.
Mormon dish?
no
Garbage plate? That's
No,
Rochester, New York.
Yeah, I was about to say, what if you made a garbage plate into a casserole? That sounds
That actually
fucking
sounds like
delicious.
fun, yeah.
No, that'd be
I
really
thought you were
good.
joking.
Yeah,
A garbage
No.
plate?
garbage plate. Yeah,
I mean, I can't judge. I'm from the land of the munchie box.
It's,
but
Go
what
Bills,
is-
baby.
yeah, no. This is a podcast about upstate New York now.
fucking Buffalo, you have all of that mozzarella and you just like insist on doing something called a garbage plate instead.
Oh yeah, it's really fucking good actually.
It
You
is
got
really
some
good.
got some pasta salad. You got the chili. You got the white hots on top. You got the ketchup and mustard. What else is it? There's fries, I think.
Okay,
I
that
don't- I
is
like
making
it.
me
There's
kind of
everything, man.
hungry. Fuck.
Yeah. Fuck.
Good
yeah,
news, you still got
I-
6.5 hours left.
Yeah, we're all gonna we have enough podcasts left that we could all go to Rochester and get one.
Nova's gonna have another birthday in the course of this episode.
6.5 hours with like a 4-second lag, and I'm just making it work. I'm just
So anyway, one thing you can do with all that gas, right, is you can recover it, right? And well, ideally you especially with methane, at the very least you want to burn it because it's less significant greenhouse gas if you burn it. But you can also collect that heat energy to drive a turbine, right? And then you get electricity. Ooh.
Or grok.
You get grok.
Yeah, you could get
some of
grok,
of us fondly remember the garbage to energy plant in Sim City as the highest level of civilization.
Yes, we'll talk about those in a bit.
No,
There's
we
a
won't.
fun Italian word for them, which we'll get to.
Ooh.
But that's a preview of coming attractions. So yeah, these are ways you can manage the landfill to make it less harmful. But these things usually they smell, they look pretty bad. They can be noisy. They attract pests. There's a lot of what eats garbage? Rats.
Well, birds do, and then
Birds,
like
yeah,
Dutch
seagulls.
couples go and take photographs of the birds, and they get hunter virus.
Oh shit, we completely missed that. I don't know. Sounds
That's
like
just
it's
a
good,
full
though.
force. A
Yeah.
thing that happened is like
That thing entirely happened. Yeah.
yeah.
These are things that usually happen in bad landfills as opposed to well managed ones. But all of them have an issue, which is that they have a limited capacity. They're eventually full, right? And then they require some future remediation. Here's a quote here. In 1999, the European Union has issued the Landfill Directive 1999/33/EC, aiming to divert waste from landfilling. In particular, member states have been forced to introduce national strategies to cut down biodegradable municipal waste. BMW, that's a hell of a slight against that company, addressed to landfilling.
Change the Nazis. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sam.
But,
Very
yeah.
cool. Without that, I would never have known.
Yes. So, anyway, remediation can actually be pretty successful, right? To the point where old or abandoned landfills are repurposed as parks, right? One famous example, which is under construction right now, is Fresh Kills Park in Staten Island, which replaced the Fresh Kills landfill, right? Or pictured here is the famous Mount Trashmore in Virginia Beach.
Hell yeah.
Okay, sure. I mean, I love how lumpy every remediated landfill is, because it makes me imagine like a nomadic warrior being like, what mighty king is buried under this, and it's just like 50 years of labubus.
Yeah, no, it's full of He-Man action figures.
It's a cairn for Funko Pops.
Oh, this is where they buried all those copies
I
of
mean,
ET
it
out
is
the
kind
desert.
of like a rich tradition, right? To like inter your most sort of sacred and valuable figures in sort of like artificial hills. And I think that, what's better to exemplify the values of a capitalist society than a mound of garbage?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm dead, throw me in the trash.
Already ahead of you.
That's where we put the plastic, our most honored commodity.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, but we're not talking about successful landfills. Here's some pictures of the landfills we're talking about today in Campania, right? Oh God, there's
Ooh.
more Italian words.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Giuliano and Santa Maria della Fossa.
Giuliano. Yeah, and Santa Maria della Fossa, which sounds like a beautiful church you're supposed to visit and get an indulgence. No, it's a landfill, right?
It's a beautiful landfill you visit and get hantavirus.
Giuliano landfill is, I almost said landfill like it was Italian. Giuliano landfill is notable because about a decade ago, Italian authorities evicted a bunch of Roma people and forced them to live next to it.
That's a shitty thing to do.
Yes.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks. Sort of average European reaction to Roma people is to become.
They're psychos
Turbo
about Roma
Hitler.
people. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yep, I know.
Yeah. South and central Italian provinces often have a landfill disposal rate above average. Prior to adopting the aforementioned 1999 EU landfill directive, 82% of Italy's biodegradable municipal waste was sent to landfills. This is in 1995.
Put it in the hole. I'm not going to do an Italian accent, but like just put it in the hole. And you know what else? Put all the Roma people next to the hole.
I insist that you do the accent.
Oh, I put my garbage in the hole.
I put the garbage in the hole. I'm sorry to
Il bocca di basura.
No, I guess it gets worse later on.
I discriminate against ethnic minorities.
Now you might think, or you could think, or for some reason a lot of people think this is because of some special thing about southern Italy. But no, production of waste per capita in southern Italy is not higher than that of the rest of Italy, right? Now,
would be funny if it was. It would be funny if like Neapolitans were just throwing stuff out for fun, just like buying it just to throw it away. Like, to me, in my culture, the greatest pleasure you can have is throwing something in the garbage. So I just buy some labubus and throw them in the garbage every day.
Shred them, yeah.
What you're describing is me over the past few weeks.
I didn't know you were a big labubu guy, Ross.
Me over the last couple of years, to be honest.
Yeah. So the other thing you can do with municipal waste is set it on fire. Yeah, it's a good idea. Preferably this is done in a proper incinerator, right? So this is...
Why have they made this building out of construction paper?
That's a good question. I think we get back to that later. This is the Acera incinerator in 2019. This is not a very good incinerator, right? You may notice there's big piles of garbage here. Probably shouldn't have that outdoors.
Yeah. It's more of a yard that happens to have a couple of smokestacks, maybe.
Pretty much, yeah. incineration is pretty good for municipal solid waste and solid residue from wastewater treatment, that's a fun one. Yeah, no, that they ship big blocks of poop to incinerators and burn them. Right.
God damn. Okay, sure. I'm never complaining about my job ever again.
Imagining the worst derailment ever created.
No, there was a case a few years ago. A town in Georgia had a train full of blocks of poop that was stuck in a yard for several weeks, and it was unpleasant.
No,
I mean,
hold on a second. This is important to me to know. How long on a side is one of these cubes? Are we talking like centimeters, meters? Like what are we talking?
I'm pretty
about
sure
here?
it's those trash cars, right? Like they're
blue
like
ones?
the size of a cargo container.
No. There's a specific type of container they use for, at least in the United States. If you ever see a train with these containers that say Epic on the side, that's full of poop cubes.
About to do the least fruitful train theft in history.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty bad if you did. Don't steal from those trains. You're gonna regret it. Anyway, gonna have a bad time. Gonna have a shitty
The
time.
second worst thing to train jack, next to the nuclear missile car.
So anyway, you're incinerating municipal solid waste and poop, right? And that reduces the volume of solid waste by like 80 to 95%, right? So this is okay. So I actually editorialized here a bit. So the Italian word for waste to energy as a concept is thermovalorizatore.
What?
Also like
Damn it.
thermovalorizatore. I don't speak.
Thermovalorizatore.
Yes. But there's this word thermovalorizer, which I believe is also only used as a concept. That just means waste to energy. Because it's interesting because like you're valorizing the waste in like a Marxist sense.
Yeah.
You're turning it into a new commodity, it's anyway.
This is why Gramsci was Italian.
Mm-hmm. It is a fun thing to say. I got to start. We got to bring that to thermovalorizatore. Anyway, so here's the thermovalorizatore.
I'd like the pasta thermovalorizatore, please.
Oh, you want a garbage plate?
Of course. Tell me where that's at.
First wave of Italian immigrants into Buffalo.
No, Rochester, but yeah. So if you do this incineration process properly, this is a very clean and efficient operation. Actually, this is the big incinerator for Alexandria, Virginia, right? Which is right near where I went to high school, right? It processes loads and loads of waste.
Everything in Virginia looks like the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. They process loads of waste each day. No one even knew it was there, right? Plus, this process, incineration, is actually very good at recovering metal from the waste stream because metal doesn't burn, right? So you just get a pile of ash and metal and you use a big magnet and you separate that out. You get free metal, right? And it generates electricity, which is fun. We'll talk about generating electricity in the next slide. Incineration, even though it's on the least favored in the reduce, reuse, recycle, sort of chain there, it's still, it works pretty good. Now, sometimes if you're doing recycling, especially if you're doing it for profit, especially if you're doing it specifically to generate electricity, you want to do some treatments to the waste beforehand. Right? Which is how we get to something called, and this is, I think, more of an EU thing because the Alexandria one, they just let you drive up and dump your waste at the incinerator and they take it. But in the EU, everything's more complicated. Refuse derived fuel, right, in the form of eco bales, right?
These are mucky rolls. These like yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's
Sure.
a big fucking seaweed plant, yeah. So refuse incineration is treated as a renewable source of energy under Italian law, and as such is heavily subsidized by the government. Under European Union law, however, it is not categorized as renewable.
we
so
could
you
do
can
some
build
real
the
fraud.
Italian government for it. Also, looking at all of these big maki rolls, and I'm like, why am I sick? And then smash cut to the sushi that I ate earlier, and it looked like this.
It cost about 70 euros per. I'm going to assume this is megawatt hour and not megawatt. Megawatt hour of
Jesus
energy.
Christ.
Yeah, produced in 2009. Now, with these things, you have to produce a certain amount of energy when you burn them, and there's rules about what can go into refuse-derived fuel, so on and so forth.
Fucking Italians and their protected designations of origin. You know, it's like, oh, it's going to only have like 4 ingredients.
Yeah, cardboard, and shit. What else would go up? Cardboard, plastic, and olive oil. No.
Yeah, cardboard, plastic, olive oil, and labubus.
Yeah, exactly. So you need a maximum humidity of 15%, right? You know, you don't want too much water content because you want to ensure your energy returned on investment, or your EROI.
Yeah, you can't
right?
have a wet maki roll, sure.
Yeah, exactly. Because if it's too humid, right, you use more energy to burn the fuel than it produces. Because a lot of times these incinerators, they have to be assisted with like, natural gas, burners and stuff like that. Over here in the United States, we don't really care about that. But this is Europe where they care about stuff. So
this beautiful Keynesianism where it's like the government pays you to burn garbage in a way that is actually more expensive.
So if there's too much water in there, you use more energy to burn it than it produces. You lose money. Well, not quite, because people pay you to take the waste, but there's also limits on contaminants, mercury, arsenic, so on and so forth. Oh boy, this is a big long one. The Italian Industrial Property Code, adopted in 1992. This is
okay.
SIP 6, right? Favors the production of electricity through renewable and assimilated energy with public money, right? This latter category, assimilated energy, refers to any energy production method based on energy recuperation. For instance, incineration. Okay? Right? You want renewable and, stuff that's made with waste.
The Italian government decides that this is renewable energy, so they're going to subsidize it for you, right? Like,
well, it's pretty renewable. People aren't going to stop making garbage.
They're going to throw stuff out forever.
Yeah. So producers of this energy can sell the electricity at a higher rate than that of non-renewable sources, and the difference in price is paid by a tax that every citizen pays on their electricity bill. And this SIP 6 code enabled increased production of this assimilated energy, specifically from incineration, favoring the construction of these big RDF incineration plants across the country.
Yeah.
Anyway,
if I wanted to be cynical, and I'm not going to jump the gun on the sort of point of the episode, but if you told me that there's a line item in my tax thing that's like, this is going to pay for burning the garbage, then I would probably go to the government as a good conscientious citizen and be like, I am a valorizzato or whatever, and so is my wife. Money, please.
mm-hmm. Yeah. And I would say, I know my rights, and burn my garbage in a barrel in the backyard.
I would be right there with you.
yeah, exactly. And so long as I'm burning the barrel, it's like, legally speaking, I am a producer of renewable energy, and I will be taking some of that subsidy money.
Exactly. Yeah. Give me that. Give me those subsidies. I want to burn trash. Give me that trash. I'm going to burn it. I'm going to burn your trash. You're going to be so happy. You won't have the trash anymore, and I'll have it, and I'll burn it. It'll be great. It'll be so good. So anyway, who else had that idea? Well, we got to talk about a group called the Mafia.
Oh boy.
Right? You come to me on the day of my daughter's new podcast release and ask me to do a voiceover for money. Anyway.
I feel like that line was for Gareth, you know?
So the Mafia is a non-specific catch-all term for a variety of mostly Italian. Sam capitalized those. Mostly Italian organized crime groups, right? So you have the Sicilian Mafia. We all know that, the Cosa Nostra, one of the most, the family that's most commonly referred to as the Mafia. But these organizations are also regionally specific, right? In Campania, it's the Camorra.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. And they date back to the 18th century. They're one of the oldest and largest organized crime groups in Italy. It's divided into clans. And the clan we're primarily focusing on is the Casalesi?
The Casalesi.
Casalesi.
Yeah,
the
Casalesi.
Okay.
These are our Tony Sopranos.
Okay, good. I want them to be familiar.
I really enjoy how this specific crime organization dates back to the foundation of our country.
And before modern Italy, because that was 18,
yeah, we have
so?
been doing crimes for like far, far longer than the United States has existed. Yeah.
Technically more legitimate than anything Vittorio Emanuele could have come up with.
That's tasty. I like that.
So yeah, from Castel de Principe. Anyway.
Principe, I think.
Yeah, that's northwest of Naples, southwest of Caserta. The Casalese clan is heavily involved in the cement and milk industries. Hopefully not combining.
Oh, you don't want to get those trucks mixed up.
I was about to say, you're gonna.
Yeah,
septic
drain, milk and cement,
not same truck.
Not same truck. Exactly.
Not same truck. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna really throw off the water cement ratio if you use milk instead. As well as the international drug trade, right?
It's doing the sort of Yamaha meme where it's like, well, I want my cement, I want my milk. If only there was somewhere I could get my heroin.
You're not gonna believe this.
No, this is like the old fashioned, they cut the milk with, flour. They do it with cocaine here. It makes the milk cheaper. No, it doesn't do that. Excuse me.
Cutting my cement with cocaine in order to make a structure that falls down way quicker and is also incredibly expensive.
Hey, that's how they built the 250 World's Fair fucking fake arches.
That one needle tower off of Central Park as well.
Yeah. Sam put a note here.
Oh.
I am cheating with the Sopranos images because the mob / the American Mafia / the Cosa Nostra are totally uninvolved with this. Instead, the Cosa Nostra, the Sicilian Mafia, were apparently really into building super corrupt wind farms.
I love infrastructure rate.
How do you do like how do you get a kickback from the wind? Like, boss, we made a windmill that don't turn.
Real sexy like you like it.
At a certain point, it's more impressive to have a wind farm that doesn't work.
It's the woke mafia.
In the mafia corruption labs, guys with gold chains and lab coats trying to come up with ways of inventing wind power that doesn't work so they can cheat the state, and it requires a lot of theoretical physics.
I'm imagining there's like a bunch of like different mobs that are like doing different elemental scams. You got the wind mafia, you got,
the Fire Nation.
The water mafia. They made a deal with Poseidon to make tidal power plants work better. You got exactly. Wind Nation, Fire Nation. What are the other ones?
Earth,
Water, Heart.
I don't know.
doing
Captain Planet,
Avatar,
but he's wearing a fedora.
One of the nations in Avatar is just the mafia is a great bit.
that was just Legend of Korra.
Yeah, fuck
They
it
had
was.
the mafia
Okay,
in Legend of Korra.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fake lesbian.
Sorry, you
I'll
were
hand
beaten
in
by
my
about
cards.
15 years.
Yeah.
So the Camorra really benefit from the 1980 Irpinia earthquake, right? This is a big fucking earthquake, right? Moment magnitude of 6.9, maximum Mercalli intensity of 10. That I think Mercalli intensity. What is Mercalli intensity? I should look this up. Yeah, shit.
I mean, it does. It could say 10 or it could say X for extreme.
Oh,
It's way scarier if it's an alphabetical scale.
oh yeah, that's true. It is the effects. Okay, so that's like it measures the intensity of shaking at any particular location. Okay, right. Anyway, I'm working through this with the rest of y'all. Be patient. Anyway, it's a big fucking earthquake. It's very bad, right? And after this, the region is flooded with public money, right, for recovery efforts and reconstruction. And because of this, there's not a lot of sort of oversight, right?
Sounds about right.
So in
Oh
Caserta,
wait, fuck! Who owns the concrete industry?
Who owns the milk industry?
Yeah.
Amphetamines.
Yeah. So in the Casalesi clan had a monopoly on the local market of concrete provision and land movement, which I think a land movement here means excavation, right? Or
Yeah,
that
so
also
they're the
means
guys, and
they're the guys you call, yeah. And that also means they're key stakeholders in land planning and use in the region, right? So it's estimated at $40 billion spent on reconstruction, about $6.4 billion end up in the pockets of the Camorra, right?
I mean, that's bad,
why
but it's not as bad as I was expecting. I was expecting that $40 billion just to go directly to like the mob.
Yeah, this actually sounds like a good deal right about now.
I was about to say, I'm surprised there's that many non-mob construction firms.
It takes that fucking long and that much money to do environmental review in Seattle. Like this seems fine. Fuck it.
What's the Seattle mob called?
They pretend they care about orcas as a pretense to block every new apartment being constructed in the city because we have to cut down trees to make space. And they're like, well, it's going to kill all the orcas because dense housing and fewer tire particulates are obviously going to be what kills them. I'm not even joking. I'm so fucking mad. We had a fucking consortium of wealthy homeowners that were intentionally trying to block helicopters from landing at a children's hospital for children in intensive care because it interfered with their peace and quiet.
I am sympathetic to that as someone who grew up near a hospital. As I said, I thought many a day about sitting on my roof with an RPG-7.
Fuck them kids.
No. As someone who grew up around Washington, D.C., fuck them helicopters.
Fuck them kids.
But it was for children.
Just photoshopping you and Liam into like an old photo of the Taliban with a Stinger missile on a mountainside about to shoot down a light flight.
I would set up a toll. I would say, show me a picture of the kid and determine if the kid is cute enough that I would want to deal with the helicopter news. Yeah.
On like a case by case basis, whether the thing is urgent enough to annoy you.
Yeah, pretty much.
But those, I get that. I think we're all sick of the sick kids like playing the system, right? Like, they're riding high on the hog. They think that just because they have cancer or whatever that they're better than me and that they get to like ride in the helicopter. I don't get to ride in the helicopter, so what the fuck?
It's time to stop having sympathy for kids. And that's why I am taking this opportunity to say, join the IDF. No, sorry.
Oh boy. No.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Back to reality here. So why is the mob involved in like construction, right? The mob is supposed to do like crimes, right? Shooting people, leaving the gun, taking the cannoli.
Gabagool? Things of this nature?
Yeah, Gabagool. Yeah, things of that nature. No, it's much easier and much safer to do things like illegal construction than it is to like murder people and traffic drugs. Because
the state consider these to be like nerd crimes rather than cool crimes, which means you go to like nerd prison.
Exactly. It's like, oh my God, you didn't get the permits, and it's like, well, I have a gun.
And then if they get you, you get to be the one jock in nerd prison.
Exactly.
King of the nerds.
I'm the king of the nerds.
Your first day in nerd prison, one of the nerd gangs comes up to you. They're like, menacingly running their slide rules.
You show up, you got a TI-89 you smuggled in. I'm through with your shit.
It's like, no, obviously you don't condone this kind of discrimination out in like real life, but like nerds and dorks, they're like separate in prison, because they're different gangs.
Yes, yeah, no, it's different gangs. Yeah, they got a pencil smuggling ring. They got.
Guy who joins the nerd brotherhood in prison. He's got like a big tattoo of Dilbert on his chest.
Comes in with like 20 Ticonderoga #2 shoved up his ass.
Ow, Jesus.
No, that would be pretty bad. Yeah.
God damn.
You wouldn't even have to change the myth for like nerd John Wick. He still could have killed two guys with a pencil.
I love when the derangement starts to take hold.
Hi, it's Justin. So this is a commercial for the podcast that you're already listening to. People are annoyed by these, so let me get to the point. We have this thing called Patreon, right? The deal is you give us $2 a month, and we give you an extra episode once a month. Sometimes it's a little inconsistent, but it's $2. You get what you pay for. It also gets you our full back catalog of bonus episodes, so you can learn about exciting topics like guns, pickup trucks, or pickup trucks with guns on them. The money we raise through Patreon goes to making sure that the only ad you hear on this podcast is this one. Anyway, that's something to consider if you have $2 to spare each month. Join at patreon.com/WTYP pod. Do it if you want. Or don't. It's your decision, and we respect that. Back to the show.
Your first day in nerd prison, you got to go up to the guy with the biggest glasses and say to him, pi is exactly 3.
Arizona sends its regards, just stabbing a guy to death with like a real life CS:GO dagger or something. I don't know, man.
So through these construction and land dealings, the Casa
You know, the price and
end up
the like style of like sagging your pocket protector that actually came out of prison, because when they issued you one, it was like really poorly fitting.
they wouldn't let you have a pen cap because you might use it as a shiv, so everyone's got an ink stain on it. It's through construction and land dealings that the Casalese ended up embedded within the Campanian Municipal Administration, which gives them the power to influence public works projects and contracts, ensuring the work went to Camorra controlled companies. Right?
Yeah, sure. You start awarding the contracts to yourself and you work it from both ends. Yeah.
Exactly. So how did the Casalese clan move into illegal waste management? And most sources say it dates back to the 1980s, right? In the early 1980s.
Jesus, this is a lot of highlighting.
Oh. Yeah, I highlighted all the quotes because I don't know from which article they're from, and I was like, I should probably summarize these guys
I've
instead of like
gone
reading.
blind.
I don't want to read them directly because then I'll wind up in a H Bomber guy video.
We cite our sources.
This is a real like year one of college type thing where it's like you end up highlighting the entire page to prove that you've read it. Like,
and what about it?
I was gonna summarize this, and then I had to go to the police station instead.
What? Because of the RPG.
They were trying to put you in nerd jail.
No, I actually had a 10 out of 10 experience with law enforcement today. I was going to go pick up some whatchamacallit, parking lane closure signs from the Philadelphia Police Department for a friend who's moving in, right? And I was like really pissed off that I had to do that. I've been pissed off about it for a while. And I thought I was going to have to go there and wait in the line and like do all this crap. I was getting close to the police station. It was so fucking hot out. I had been walking a long time. It's really hot out right now, by the way. It's like 105 degrees. And I go up to the police headquarters and it's like, oh shit, there's a metal detector and everything. I was apoplectic. I had been working myself up so long about this. I was just really mad. And I go down in there and the guy asked me what I'm here for. And I was like, I'm getting parking lane closure signs. And he was like, do you have the permit? Yes, I do. And he was like, oh yeah, here. like the great Bill Engvall, who says, "Here's your sign," just hands them to me. And I was like, and then he was like, "Do you need some string to hang them up?" I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, well, shit, that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. I'd been mad for 2 days for nothing.
That is the most Roz thing I've ever heard in my life, frankly. Other than, oh, I'm not as mad as I thought, as the appropriate level of mad. Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate the police? Well, let's see how you feel when someone hands you a sign you need.
Hands me a sign I need, like very promptly, like a 30-second interaction. Okay. Anyway, that was my experience with municipal government today. Very convenient and quick, and and courteous,
Helpful.
And helpful. Yeah.
Do you want me to have a go at summarizing this, like just off the dome?
Yeah.
Okay, because I've been reading this while you were telling your like cop story. So
yeah, my
basically,
cop story,
like,
yeah, getting canceled because I
you're
like
an
cops
Italian.
now, actually.
Who doesn't, right? But say you're an Italian company, right? You make the most heartbreakingly beautiful typewriters or like coffee cans or whatever the fuck it is in the
Mocha
world,
pots.
right? Sophia Loren is advertising your product, but you still generate a lot of waste, right? And you have like a legal obligation to dispose of it, and you can't just like throw it in a ditch, right? So what you do is you know a guy, and that guy knows a guy.
The DOC waste.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy with a Neapolitan accent who will, like, take care of it for less, and you don't ask so many questions, right?
I like Neapolitan.
And yeah, exactly. and so, like, pretty soon this gets to be a thing all over Europe, even out to, like, Germany is, you are German, you run the company that makes machines, that make machine parts, and you send all of the fucking swarf or whatever to Italy, to your guy who's gonna dispose of it.
I got a garbage guy.
That's That's the start of the 80s. Campania, it's a very poor region. It's got like bad oversight. It doesn't have a lot of public competition. And so because they've got the local government sewn up, pretty soon they can just like close down like hazardous so like pretty soon they can just like muscle everybody else out of the business. Like a bunch of like competing waste disposal stuff in northern Italy closes down, and so it just makes sense if you're a company that you do this, right? And you save a ton of money doing this, right? And nobody wants to ask too many questions because like central government is like GDP number go up, all of this shit's getting like thrown into a ditch or whatever in the south, which we don't care about. So whatever. And you make a lot of money, nobody goes to nerd prison.
Yeah, exactly. And if you ask questions about like I don't know the benzene content, you just say I don't speak no sprechen Sie Deutsch. No, excuse me. That's two languages in one. Well, yeah, exactly. You just the hazardous waste aspect is not. You don't talk about it. You don't talk about what you're dumping where.
Roz, you trying to speak any European language makes me understand why you almost get hit by cars so often.
Frequently.
Well, I get hit by cars.
Sign can't stop me. I can't read.
Yeah. It doesn't even have words on it.
Sign.
It's just a picture. Yeah, shit.
Yeah,
Where
and
are
like
we?
because they control the like area, it means they can decide where they're going to dump it. Because they control the cement industry, it's like there's a ton of like quarries and like open pits and stuff that they can dump stuff in. It's even not that bad of a deal if you're a farmer or whatever at first, because you're not really farming that much, and some guy in a suit is like, have 500,000 lira. So we can just put some stuff on your land and you don't worry about it. You take that money and then, send your kid to college in the north of Italy, where they acquire a cool accent.
Also, a very crucial part of the concrete industry is having dump sites, because concrete can go bad over the course of a few hours if a truck gets stuck in traffic or
Well,
something.
yeah, especially if you mix it with milk, dude.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's very true. But you do need a diversion site to unload bad concrete available at all times. And, you know, that is a convenient place for things to go missing.
Snitches, labubus, etc.
Toxic waste.
All right, that's
So,
it.
yeah,
That's my summary.
If you got vacant land, it's a great place to dump stuff, right? Emptied quarries. Another thing about this area is it is a volcano, or it's volcanic. There's lots of caves. There's lots of lava tubes and stuff like that. We'll get to this in a bit. It's great for hiding waste. And so it's very profitable to find, you know, some expensive waste somewhere and dump it here, right? It's very profitable. And, you know, it doesn't seem to have any immediate ill effects. It's like, this is some harmless mafia fun compared to, shooting people and trafficking drugs, right? It made a lot of money. And yeah, you could only go to nerd jail, which you immediately win if you're a mafia guy, right? Unless you're, I don't know, you're the mafia nerd, you know. So anyway, with this in mind, the Camorra come in and they do the illegal waste dumping, right? They dump with the toxic waste.
Yeah.
So
I put
this
the
becomes a full
benzene
industry.
in the milk.
All right. Benzene. So there's large open air dumps of toxic waste, but there's more interesting places where they dump the waste. They dump them in farm fields. They dump them on the side of roads, construction yards. They throw them in caves, right? But this is also Naples, right? So, you know, they're burying it sometimes, but not often. They're putting in normal landfills unsuitable for hazardous waste. But the one I think is most interesting here is they threw it in the crater of Vesuvius.
Yeah, man.
Listen, you can't say that's not an incinerator.
If that comes back out, it's somebody else's problem.
Yeah, that's a lot of people's problem when it comes out, but you know, it's going to be the least everyone's problem. I mean, this is like a child's understanding of waste disposal. Why don't we just throw it all in a volcano? The mob has tried this. They also reclassify hazardous waste and dispose of it through non-hazardous waste routes, right? You know, they just take, I don't know, your cube of cadmium and send it to an incinerator, right?
Yeah, or they say it's fertilizer and you spread your fields with like cadmium or whatever, and then you wonder why all your plants are dying.
Why, this is suspiciously metallic fertilizer. Italy held the record for waste disappearance, with about 31 million tons of hazardous waste vanishing without legal treatment.
I gotta be honest, I didn't know there was a league table in that. I haven't been paying attention to it. I hope England are ranked well, but you know.
That's from the CEC, by the way.
Wait, what's this?
Which is the Civil Society Engagement with Ecological Economics. It's one of those bullshit acronyms where they like
enjoyers over there.
Yeah, civil lowercase society, uppercase engagement with EC capitalized illogical EC-onomics. Which feels like bullshit,
cool.
but that is who came up with this quote, because they have an entire article about this as the regional waste crisis. I just thought I'd throw that in there because it's a good quote. But also I do like the idea of just Jimmy Hoffing all your fucking cadmium.
Yes.
Into a volcano.
You're adding this toxic waste to cement, concrete, metals, asphalt, and of course, dilution is the solution to pollution. So they dilute the waste and dispose of it in sewage systems and dump it in the river.
I love the idea of the mafia reading that like Popular Mechanics article from 1950 where they show you how to dispose your used motor oil, and they're like, "Hey, it worked for them."
Hey, Tone, I got a great idea about what to do with all this used motor oil.
into the Vesuvius.
So, what types of waste are we disposing of? We got sludge from various chemical industries, ashes from steel plants, right? Radioactive waste from hospitals, very common now that
Jesus,
we have,
how
like,
did they not do a
radiation.
Guyana incident?
I will get to that. Scraps of textile, from textile mills. That one can be hazardous. Stuff from automobile manufacturers, things like that. Toxic powders, muds, soil mixed with toxic substances. Arsenic,
The
mercury.
automobile parts one is the one that's throwing me, right? Because I have a real Trangolismo sort of tie-in for this, which is if you drive like an Alfa Romeo, right, at a certain point, you will come out to the curb and you will find that like a single part of your car is now 100% rust and will just dissipate to the four winds the second you like turn the key, right? And you will go, okay, cool. I really need a replacement part for this, like tie rod or whatever the fuck it is, right? And I want you to know in that moment that the last supply of those that Alfa Romeo made was thrown into a volcano by a mobster.
Oh,
Metal toxic components, hospital waste, sewage waste, industrial mud and oils. Now, this is an
What the
interesting
fuck
one.
is industrial mud, brother?
There's lots of industrial muds. What the hell are you talking? It's like drilling. It's like what's the really nice mud that's like really expensive?
The baseball mud?
No,
Lush?
not the baseball mud. No, it's it's a clay I'm thinking of actually.
I had
mind.
a Japanese face mask like that once. I don't.
No.
Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah, they can't use it again. They got to dispose of it.
Yeah.
That might be a commercial mud, not an industrial one.
Sorry, this mud's only zoned for light commercial use.
And they're shredding like automobiles, stuff like that. All of this fucking crap, even like soil from
the last Lancia
graveyards.
Delta Integrale went directly into a car crusher and from there into Vesuvius.
Into the volcano, yeah. Soil from graveyards.
What's in this one? Oh, bunch of mud, like some bones, a Lancia Stratos, like a bunch of X-ray sources,
and grandma.
Yeah, when I'm dead, just throw me in the trash. I've seen It's Always Sunny.
Yeah, exactly.
Into the volcano.
In 2004 and 2005, regional dumps were discovered containing radioactive waste.
Yeah, I too have eaten at an Arby's special.
That's pretty bad. You go in there and you have a regional dump.
Yeah. Drop
it. They smelled that shit over in Conshohocken.
I hope they do.
So there's two downstream effects of this. The first is, folks start saying, hey, could you please stop covering the Italian countryside and all this shite?
Counterpoint, I have a gun.
Yeah,
Several
that's true.
of them,
I'm in the
actually.
mob. Second is, that waste that shouldn't be going to landfills, often this untreated industrial waste, which is falsely registered as non-hazardous, starts filling up all the landfills, right? People are noticing, wow, these landfills are filling up a lot quicker than they ought to be, right?
There's a lot more Lancia Stratos in here than there should be.
Yes. So in the 90s, prosecutors tried to stop the flourishing waste traffic by shutting down some landfills because of their precarious sanitary conditions, right? And the main consequence of those law enforcement actions was the interruption of urban waste collection, with almost no proven effects on the illegal practices themselves.
Elliot Ness comes to town and like breaks up the mob, and so now your bins can't get taken out, but all of the rivers are still full of radioactive waste.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Taking poops to look like Cobalt 60, baby. Let's do this.
Ugh.
The world's first dirty shit.
Not the way I'm doing it, Rob.
So in 1993, February 1993, the first regional waste management plan was approved in order to reduce the use of landfills in Campania by 50%. In 1994, Italy declares a waste emergency and establishes...
I hate to rag on Sam, right? But here's the thing, right? And this is not a criticism. I love you. Thank you for doing this for us. However, that's not what it says. What it says is it's quite a compact list of just many bullet points of things that have happened.
Yeah.
But in this one space, there is a typo. And what it says is, in 1994, the Italian declares a waste emergency. And I don't know why he did that. But the one Italian that there is.
Yeah, Vittorio Emanuele.
Yeah. Fuck.
Yeah. He declares a waste emergency and establishes it.
Yeah, from beyond the grave somehow.
Yeah, no, it's the Italian is an inherited title. I believe it's currently held by Berlusconi.
It's a lot like being Pope in a lot of ways.
Pretty much, yeah. They establish an emergency regime in Campania for waste, right? They create
the dictatorship
committee.
of the bins.
Yes. Committee for the Waste Emergency in Campania delegates full powers of waste management to it. I invest in you the full powers of waste management as as given down by God himself, Italian God, which I guess is regular God.
Dying, going to heaven, and being like, "Gee, I just didn't think you'd be Italian."
No, it was obviously going to be Italian. They're tasked with creating a regional plan for waste management and then assigning a contract to build the facilities required for said regional plan, and they don't do anything for 2 years. And
the Italian way, brother.
Yeah. That plan led the prime minister to nominate a new commissioner on March 18th, 1996, the president of the regional council, given power to produce.
You are now the new bins dictator.
You have become Count Binface, yes. And and you have been given power to produce a management plan without consulting the regional council. You can say fuck you, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is like putting Italy back under Napoleonic rule.
Pretty much, yeah. This is the bins Napoleon, right? In 1997, the commissioner finally drafts a regional plan. We're going to construct 2 waste-to-energy plants, 7 facilities for the production of waste-derived fuel or refuse-derived fuel, that's RDF, an unspecified number of landfills for managing about 2.5 million tons of regional garbage produced annually. Now, landfill saturation is predicted to occur in 1999 at this point. It's 1997. That's 2 years. So...
having 5 years of climate left is bad enough. Having 2 years of bins left?
Yeah. That's a pretty bad situation. To alleviate this potential crisis, the commissioner draws maps
to designate sites for landfills, right?
Why can't we real question, just dump it in the Mediterranean Sea, man? It's real big. Just back up the truck.
That's,
we don't know that they weren't doing that too.
Yeah, no, well, we used to do that, and that's how you get Lower Manhattan and like Back Bay and like what other? Actually, those are pretty great places. Yeah, maybe they should have just done that.
I'm telling you.
No, this is much more hazardous waste than they used to build those.
They're barely people to me.
Well, I mean, back then when we did those sorts of
or Mediterraneans.
Specifically, my mother-in-law is Neapolitan, so she room. So I was trying to talk shit before she left, but she made it out before I could get her.
Damn. The thing about a lot of those, landfill projects, which upon which some of America's most beloved cities sit, is that back then 99% of the waste people generated was oyster shells because they all ate 20 of them every day.
Right. It's not radioactive poops, baby.
It's amazing how far the rate of oyster consumption has dropped since like 1880.
This is my one return thing
with a V. Yes.
Yeah, actually, I do like a nice oyster. Yeah.
Me too.
All right. Yeah. Well, there's your problem. Bring back oysters. Anyway, that's a different episode.
The Bloody Marys. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You get some nice spicy sauce. You got no shit. I want to go eat some oysters at a fancy restaurant now. Fuck. So anyway, the commissioner who was designating sites for landfills follows the path of least resistance by, of course, targeting the most vulnerable and socioeconomically deprived places in Campania.
Yeah, I feel like this is a guy who comes into work and there's two maps in the office, and one of the maps is where to put the new landfills, and one of the maps is Roma population, and those maps kind of overlap a lot.
Yeah. Management needs you to find the difference between these two maps.
Yeah.
So those areas are not very happy about being chosen for landfills, which, in their experience, those landfills wind up full of toxic waste illegally dumped there by the mafia, right? So,
those scamps.
Yeah, those mafia guys, Anyway, they start trying
they just nationalize the landfills.
Yeah, they start trying to bring the landfills under public ownership in an attempt to disassociate management from organized crime, right?
Yeah, there could be, because you couldn't have any like organized crime influence in local government. That'd be crazy.
Oh, obviously not. It's
how many more slides are there? Oh, 30.
Yeah. So, Casalese clan member Carmen Schiavone.
Sure, man.
Yeah, whatever. He's arrested in 1991, turns pentito in 1993, testifies at the...
There's so many things going on here. The anti-mafia, like tabards, the cop with a hairline they don't make anymore. The fact that this guy has this shit on. Incredible, beautiful image. I love Italy in the 90s.
The shirts rule. I love those.
Yeah. Nova, if you'll notice, all the guys in this photo have hairlines they don't make anymore.
Oh my god!
Look at
this
the
is
back,
a hairline
Nova.
that they don't make anymore because it's a hairline they don't make anymore because you could only get it by getting a baseline level of cadmium in your water that has never been replicated anywhere else.
So he testifies at the Spartacus trial, which was a series of criminal trials against the Casalese members from 1998 to a whole decade later in 2008, which was a whole thing.
Fastest Italian criminal trial.
Yes. In 2013, he claimed he turned informant because of the waste dumping and realizing the environmental impact.
I
But-
love it. Oh yeah. Why not, my guy?
It took him 2 years after he got caught. He did 2 years in nerd prison, and then at the end of that, he was like, "Oh yeah, save the fucking trees or whatever."
Yeah,
Come
The
on.
trees will be hard with the Lorax is armed as this guy's prison tattoo.
Yeah, he got put in a cell with like a Greenpeace guy, you know, and some of it rubbed
French
off on him.
had it right.
During this time, he testifies to a commission of inquiry in 1997 about the widespread waste dumping and disposal of toxic and radioactive waste across Campania. In recently declassified testimony from 1997, Carmen Schiavone, a former treasurer for a faction of the Camorra, described nighttime operations in which mobsters wearing police uniforms supervised the burial of toxic waste from as far away as Germany.
Oh my god, you're telling me the cops were in on it? What? That's crazy.
In Italy, the
No,
cops were corrupt.
Yep. No,
Wow.
mobsters wearing police uniforms. So
No.
maybe the cops
Oh,
didn't.
sorry.
know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
They
sure,
were just doing
yeah.
some like police impersonation. They're
Yeah,
just like,
exactly.
I'm like a mob guy, but I love collecting cop uniforms and like wearing them to do my mob stuff.
What if there's a cop who loves collecting mob uniforms?
So just a
Just
cop, dude.
Cop who goes home and he's cop who goes home. He's got like 50 different camel coats hanging up.
So the result of this is everyone can tell the government knows that the mafia is doing what it's doing. They know that this goes beyond just the bins are too full, right? Or the Campanians are too stupid and southern to learn how to recycle, right?
My favorite thing about Roz of many is Roz's adoration of Italian nation and absolute disdain for the Italian people.
Italy's great. I love Italy. It's a
How do you
great
feel about Italians,
place.
Roz?
No, Italians are very good. I've
Well, now
never
I've been
met a
disproved.
bad
I'll just go
Italian.
fuck myself.
Yeah. No, this is an opinion. Okay, so there's a northern and southern Italian divide, right?
Oh, boy.
And the north thinks the south is stupid and full of dumb people who are poor. They're too poor to be smart and they're too dumb to be rich, right? You know, so this is part of it is, you know, a lot of the popular narrative is there's so much garbage in Campania because those people are too poor and stupid to recycle. As opposed to
Okay.
we are taking all of the toxic waste from Northern Europe and dumping it in people's backyards.
Right. And then making them move
Yeah.
next to it.
Yes. And the intervention, oh crap, I moved the notes around. The intervention here entirely focused on management of urban waste. They didn't deal with the fact that this waste was illegal dumping and garbage trafficking from the rest of Europe, right?
Yeah, because that's money, and you don't fuck with the money. You just want the bins to work again in Naples.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, okay, we still need to, you know, take leaking barrels of, you know,
Cadmium or whatever.
Belarusian, you know, radioactive waste, and put them in a huge pile, but you better fucking compost, you know?
Mm.
Just for the record, waste trafficking does like bring to mind a convoy of garbage trucks playing Eastbound and Down. They've got like a fucking a Delta Integrale with the big screaming chicken painted on the hood.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Italian Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
Italian Burt Reynolds is, oh, yes.
Breaker, this is the garbage man. So 2013 also happens to be when the Italian government finally released the 1997 Commissioner of Inquiry from being a state secret. They made the garbage inquiry a state
Garbage
secret.
leaks.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Well, ideally, as we discussed previously, once you put the garbage in the landfill, it doesn't leak. You use a liner for that. But this is, again, these are bad landfills, right? So this is the incinerator we looked at before. And you can sort of see, the incinerator here. And outside, there's just big piles of trash, which they have lined with trash bags, as one does.
Well,
but
it's
this
good.
is on a
It's
very
in a
low.
bag,
It's got
you
trash
know?
bags.
Yeah, no. That's the bad part is the bag's only on top, Well, no, I think the bag goes underneath. I don't know how this works. So they sent out this tender for like managing the waste, right? And a company called FIBE. What does that stand for?
Fizzy-
I don't know.
Fisia Italiampianti
This is, oh my god,
SPA.
how many fucking bullet points are in this slide? I've seen fewer bullet points attached to like machine gun links. Okay, right.
Deutsche
can I-
Babcock and Langen
we gotta-
GmbH. Ivo Oberhausen AG.
Can I ask something?
Yes.
Sam's research is very thorough.
Yeah, can I seize the controls of the aircraft here? Can I just summarize?
November,
freely?
could you please do that? Yeah.
Okay, cool. Right, I'm piloting the episode now. Thanks so much.
Okay.
So
Your
they're gonna try and fix this. They're gonna try and fix this, right? By building the fucking waste valorizer machine, the thing, right? And everybody hates it, right? They have some justified NIMBYism about building this gigantic waste incinerator to the point that they protest against it, and 4 people get arrested. 56 people get like the shit kicked out of them by the riot police, including the communist mayor of Acera. So, hell yeah? Question mark.
Long tradition of communists getting their shit kicked in by cops.
Yes.
Yeah,
But rarely is it the mayor. You got like a sash
But
with
so
like a hammer and
essentially-
sickle on it.
what we move from is mob stuff to like corporate stuff, right? And perverse incentives. And so because the Italian government are going to subsidize them to make the marquee rolls, the like eco bales, right? And then burn them, they just have to make them. And that's why we have this photo of the waste valorizer with all of the garbage outside, right? And anytime one of these incinerators gets closed for any reason, which includes the mob interfering and trying to shut them down, the garbage piles up. They have to open up more landfills to temporarily store all of these like marquee rolls, all of the eco bales.
And this is an interesting point here, because of the way the contract is structured. Municipalities are supposed to deliver a certain amount of waste to the incinerator every day, or they have to pay a fee, right? So the incentivization here is to produce more waste and not less. Like, I better not see you fucking recycling. Chuck that shit in the bin.
Also, the quality of the bales that they're putting out is ass. You know how we mentioned how if it's too wet, it actually like costs more energy than you get back to burn it? They're too wet, right? They're
Yes.
like twice as wet as they should be. These are wet bales of garbage. They're just throwing whatever shit in there. There's a bit in here about how they have entire wheels off of cars. So like, if you drive the Alfa Romeo and you're like, where are my wheels? They're in one of these eco bales. So
They've they're waiting to be incinerated several decades from now.
Yeah. And so this prompts a judicial inquiry called Operazione Rompiballe, which is Operation Pain in the Ass.
Isn't it
Operation Ball Breaker?
I'm
just breaking your balls.
I am.
Yeah.
There's so many so many bullet points in here.
So like they're investigating like one of the tricks that they use to get these marquee rolls to look like they've been processed, which is just driving a bulldozer over them.
Well, if it burns, it burns. You know, I'm not too worried about the I'm not too worried about the energy production. Just make the waste go away, please.
Dump it in the ocean. I keep saying
no, they were already yeah.
So a bunch of guys get indicted, including this guy Guido Bartolasso, who is the head of the like civil defense, right? Incidentally, the consortium, the company FIBE that is doing all of this, their parent company is in charge of doing the high-speed train line between Milan and Florence, and a guy in charge of that gets convicted for dumping illegal waste beneath the rails as ballast.
They're just, you know, Phil is Phil.
Yeah. We're all God's children in the dark, baby.
Yes. I've been on that garbage train. It's actually it's pretty good. I would not describe that train.
You
as
rode
garbage.
over some garbage. Yeah.
Which was some dude that's tires and God knows what else.
Okay, next slide, please.
Next. Okay, now we're at round 1.
The end of December 2007. There's a garbage strike, right? Not like the good kind of garbage strike, but the kind where they say, "Oh, the dumps are full," right?
Dumps full. Not getting in a truck today.
Yep. And so everybody comes back from the holidays to find out Naples full of garbage. January 7th, the Prime Minister sends in the army to like bulldoze the streets of garbage.
Oh my God.
It's like people are burning the garbage, which means the fire department are getting called out to garbage fires all the time.
I feel like this is a City Skylines problem. I've definitely done this in a bunch of save files. I've definitely left after this point. This is so fucked up.
The Italian government. Yeah, the Italian government are going to everywhere around Naples, begging them to take some of Naples' garbage, and they're like, "No, we're not going to do that."
Fucking up trash collection so bad in Naples, you just click the Vesuvius button. Like, I gotta start over.
This is a workers and resources Soviet Republic problem, in that, you know, you find out that like I don't know, you know, your entire garbage collection is fucked for 4 years because one truck broke down in the wrong place, and now the dump is full, and you know there's no way out.
And to be clear, like the reason why these dumps are full is because they're full of industrial waste from like Germany and northern Italy and shit. But now when you go to northern Italy and you're like, "Hey, can we use your dumps to take care of some of Naples' shit?" They're like, "Absolutely not."
No, God, no, absolutely not. That's because you're stupid and poor Southerners. Sorry.
Yes.
Jesus.
Next slide, please. All right, so we got a map here, and we have circled Pianura.
Down here,
and right next to it is a place called Chiaiano. Although in Neapolitan it's called Chianura. It's not even marked. It's just this is where we are next to Naples, right?
Yes.
Next slide, please. We got to talk about the garbage riots.
Yes, they're trying to reopen a landfill here, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. And immediately people are protesting against the landfill. And again, Italian policing is like, if you make us put on the riot gear, we will kick the shit out of you because it's hot in Italy.
Yeah. And we're all surrounded by trash.
Yeah. It's also like...
That's a bad combination, yeah. If I'm hot and surrounded by trash, I will also try and beat people up.
That's how I feel in New Orleans.
Yeah, and like to be clear, they're reopening this landfill. The landfill is full, right? And it's full of God knows what. They've got like Lancia Stratos is in there. They've got like your grandma's bones, all of this, and they're just like, well, it can't be in Naples, so it has to be here.
Yes.
And they're like, they're bringing in the army. People are throwing Molotovs at the army. They're like, people are firing guns at the town hall. But so eventually, what they do is they get into court. They tie it up in the Italian court system, and they close the landfill again. And it has never reopened since. Which again, fastest moving part of the Italian court system.
Yes.
Next slide, please.
Next. Yep.
This brings down the Italian prime minister. This is Romano Prodi. Because again, to be clear, he gets back from Christmas and is like, yeah, Naples is full of garbage and people are burning the garbage. We got to do something. He promises to do something, and he meets.
I will fix this.
Yeah, and he meets his political end with the garbage riots.
I did not fix this.
Yeah, and we have some images on the next slide of him not fixing this. This is what Naples looks like in the middle of February. If we bear in mind, this is something that started in December.
At least it doesn't smell that bad, though. Think about that.
Next slide, please.
Wait until summer.
It is. God, this is the central business district of Naples in March.
Oh, dearie me.
It's gone poorly.
It's gonna get worse. But
it doesn't smell that bad yet.
if you're the Italian public, right, you're like, well, I gotta vote for someone who can fix this. And we're out of prime minister. We need a new prime minister. Someone has to show like a strong hand and leadership. And next slide, please.
The man who inherited the title, the Italian.
Yes, the Italian is going to fix the garbage. He campaigns on fixing the garbage, and he gets sworn in on May the 8th.
I'm going to pick up the bins.
Like, there's a quote here from the BBC suggesting there are maybe like 200,000 tons of garbage just in Campania, which is as Sam describes it accurately, an unfathomably large amount of trash.
Yeah, it's real easy to go up there and win an election, by saying I'm gonna make the bin men hard.
Yeah, he literally does. This is his plan, right? He's gonna open all of the landfill sites, including the ones that are full. He's going to reopen all of the incinerators and make them work. And those are going to be like strategic, like military sites. The army's going to come in and guard them. And if you try and protest, you are going to get like 5 years in prison. He's like, people forget that Berlusconi came to power as Bin's Stalin.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna fix the problem. We're gonna do Bin's Stalingrad. We're gonna do. I guess also in the sense that it took a long time and he lost.
One step Binward. But like he has a guy for this, right? Who he brings on, and the guy he brings on is Guido Bertolaso, who was prosecuted for the FIBO thing of just having a fake incinerator, basically.
He's the garbage czar.
Yeah, he is the garbage czar.
He's the bin. Oh no, there's got to be a lot of these. The trash. No, that I'm looking for some alliteration here, folks. The regent of refuse.
Yeah, there we go. The crap czar.
The crap czar. The Count Crap.
The premier of poop.
The grand poobah of garbage.
Awful. Next slide, please. So we have here a guy taking his shirt off at the protest, even though he has recently had an intestinal operation because dudes rock, I guess. But the thrust of this is the garbage riots will continue until morale improves, right? And admittedly, this is like kind of to the mob's advantage, but the garbage rioters are generally portrayed somewhat unfairly as like mob stooges, right? Not so much so when everyone hates living next to a landfill and the landfill is full of like radioactive waste and the radioactive waste is giving everybody cancer, right?
Yeah, it's like some kind of horrible refuse from like a Dutch, semiconductor machine plant. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is heating up to the point that a bin man is shot dead by the mafia because he tries to like testify against them.
Wow.
Yeah, this is heavy shit. Next slide, please.
That was a hard bin man right there. I mean, that was
Una bomba ecologica. Is that good? So this is it's a tough quarry. Tough is like, I don't know what tough is, but the point is
Tufa. It's the hard stone that whatchamacallit, the Romans used for most of their buildings. It's everyone's like, oh, look at these marble buildings. No, it's a thin veneer of marble. There's tufa behind it. You can see this in a lot of places in Rome. Fun fact.
Interesting. Yeah. So this is going to be the emergency landfill for Naples. The fact that it's in a national park is not considered particularly important. The fact that it has an aquifer underneath it is also not considered important, and so they
most
approve
places
it
have
for
an aquifer underneath.
That's fair. They approve it for everything, right? You can dump anything here, right? Because it's all got to go somewhere.
Yes, it's garbage.
We've created the bottomless pit.
Yeah.
Mono garbage. Doesn't matter.
Mono garbage.
Anything you want. Feed the pit. Put it in there.
Put it in the
Put
pit.
it in there. Yeah.
And
feed the boy.
Admittedly, Sam has found some phrases which, thank you, Sam. It runs for 3 years and then they close it again because of numerous irregularities, which I think may be related to the whole bomba ecologica thing.
No, put it in there. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
The civil protection guy had like contracted to get a clay liner in the bottom, which leaks, and so everything is just seeping out of this landfill. And when describing it, one of these articles includes the phrase "unbearable miasmas."
Oh my God. No, bentonite. That's what I was thinking of earlier. God damn it. Okay, never mind. That was like 20 slides ago. No, you're seeing a truck pull up with Ukrainian plates with a, suspiciously elephant foot shaped, cargo under a tarp, and throw it in there. It's fine.
Why do my fillings itch?
Yeah. Damn. If I take a picture, it's all grainy.
So at this point, the anti-mafia gets involved and like 17 people running the landfill get arrested because guess what? They were also collaborating with the mob. This is kind of the thing, right? Like, close the landfill, open the landfill, either way, because the mob are a fact of Campanian life. You're collaborating with the fucking mob, right? Because if you're not, you're getting shot. Next slide, please. So this is an Italian soldier who is part of the like military aid to the civil power, sweeping the streets, just checking to make sure how much radiation you've got in your garbage.
Yeah, after that Ukrainian truck came through, it's like, okay, we got to check everyone now. They had like loosely taped. They had like loosely taped an Italian flag over the Ukrainian flag on the license plate.
Trying to convince this guy he's colorblind.
Why
and also sees the wrong number of stripes.
Yeah, why did all the trees die on the way in? Don't worry about it. It's in the pit. It doesn't matter.
Really smelly poop cube.
Yeah.
Don't talk about me like
I
that.
would submit humbly that this is not a problem that a normal society would have, is the army having to be like, do you have any radiation in this garbage?
Nope. No, sir.
Next slide, please. So, Berlusconi gets his Stalingrad Law, Decree 90, through in July, and he declares victory over the garbage.
I won.
The
I
war
won
on
again.
garbage.
I won the war
mission
on
accomplished. It's in terms of Italy versus garbage, Italy wins, right? And he ends the state of emergency. This is a photo taken on the day that he did that. So I think he may have been engaged in a time-honored political practice called lying.
I'm just imagining him like winning a boxing match against like a pair of empty cardboard boxes, you know?
Tearing apart the Amazon boxes.
Yeah. It's like, yep, I won. I won the war on garbage.
Undefeated again. Next slide, please.
Back-to-back garbage war champs.
So, remember this place?
Oh, yes, I do.
In
I remember the
March
trash tower
of
thing.
the next year, they finally open the incinerator for real, right? And even though the company that's running it is still being indicted, they just opened the thing.
They opened it. It took 10 fucking years. They said they were going to do it in 300 days. It took 10 years. 10 years is
Italy, bud.
3,000 days, and also whatever the 65 times 10 is, 3,600. I could have just multiplied that by 10. It would. Anyway.
How you doing there, buddy?
3,650 days.
3,000. Yeah, that's that's a lot more days than 300. I was
There's
working
gonna be at least
towards like
2 leap years in there too.
oh shit, yeah.
Oh my god. So the good news is, right, that
2000, 2004 and 2000. Oh wait, 2000 was not a leap year.
Not a leap year,
2004 and 2008. Yes.
So the good news is they're actually burning stuff, right? Which means some of the
Thank
garbage
God.
is getting like disposed
It's
of.
about time we let
The
some shit on
bad news
fire.
is the bad news is there is still like no control over what they're burning because they want to get rid of all of these like low quality like maki rolls, these low quality bales. So they just go, yeah, fuck it, just burn all of them.
They put the elephant's
and
foot in a
then-
bale.
Yeah, and then then Campania just kind of again declares victory, right? And they're sort of the state of emergency is over. Nobody has any control over what this thing incinerates, and within a year, it goes back to not incinerating anything, and only one of the 4 furnaces is working.
Oh my God! You know, you would think they'd go hog wild with incinerating stuff. You know, when I hear the
keep me away
phrase
from burning trash.
if you hear the phrase "no one has any control over what this incinerates," I would imagine they'd go crazy.
shit.
They'd start
Oh, yeah,
like
brother.
incinerating like anything. Like they would steal people's cars and incinerate them. They would like go into people's houses and take furniture and incinerate it. Like they would, you know, but no. They would like go into schools and take like kindergartners, throw them in. No. No. They just decided not to burn anything. That's boring.
Have you considered 2 things? 1, it's work, and 2, it's not just easier to throw stuff in the pit. That's like a tradition of the mafia now. They can just it's almost like gay shit to burn it.
You get to burn stuff. It's fun.
My father and my father's father and my father's father's father, we all dumped our trash in Vesuvius. And I'll be damned if we change now.
That's a kind of burning stuff.
And it's certainly more cinematic, right?
So,
I like how brown this picture is, by the way. This is real. There's some real Doom 3
next
vibes.
slide.
No.
Yeah.
Little known fact: Southern Italy does have the Mexico filter.
Okay. So, despite the fact that they have the incinerator working, they forced the dumps open. All of the dumps near Naples fill up, right? Again, including one that is just on Vesuvius. There's a dump on the volcano that is just full of 250,000 tons of garbage.
Oh, they should just, put a conveyor belt up there so they could just dump it in the crater proper. This
like
problem's solved.
satisfactory.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched one of those
so-
City Skylines videos where somebody makes like the poop volcano? Where you
Yes,
just take all the raw
many
sewage
times.
from your town and dump it into the I feel like we're building to this situation.
So we're in this situation, right, where the Italian government goes kind of just one more lane, bro, and they try to open another landfill.
Good.
And when they do, the residents react like in the image, and we get more garbage riots. 20 cops injured.
Yeah, it's lit up like a goddamn Christmas. It looks like Christmas. Goddamn.
Yeah. So they stop using the new landfill.
Look, I mean, James Cameron went to the bottom of the Marianas Trench and proved there was nothing there. We should just have a bunch of drop bottom barges and dump it there. That's going to work for a long time. Anyway.
Next slide, please. So Naples fills up with garbage again, and this time it's November, so it's gonna. Maybe,
I know her.
Yeah, we've dodged summer, right? That's Berlusconi's main achievement. Is it's not going to be like super hot. This is a beautiful
that's an
example of the art
accomplishment.
of. Yeah, there's a beautiful example of the art of compromise here, where they go to the residents and go, "We will postpone opening the dump that you're rioting about if you stop rioting about it." To which they say no. Yeah, reasonable, because they 100% would have started dumping shit in the landfill again. Berlusconi promised that he would have cleaned up the streets of Naples within 10 days, and now there's like one landfill left that he can take stuff out of Naples to.
You're just having like the same like empty garbage trucks cycling through the town all the time. For some reason, it never stops on our street, but you can tell pickup must be occurring because I see one empty garbage truck.
Hell yeah. Next slide, please. So we got one landfill left, and then that landfill fills to capacity.
I thought we had a bottomless pit. You're telling me it's not bottomless? I sent a guy down. I sent a guy down there to check if it was bottomless.
And this is the bottom, and it's fucked up. Me when I look in the mirror, but like they promised.
Oh my god.
They promised to like do remediation on this as soon as it was full, and then they went, no, we have to dump another 50,000 tons on top of this, making this 243 meters deep.
Jesus, it's like the super cola.
Yeah. And the liner's fucking up. This is not a good liner. And in fact, the levels of leachate, which in Italian charmingly is percolato, like a coffee, the levels of that, no one has ever checked.
I think
I
this
don't
guy,
want to drink the wet.
I've
Please do
heard
not
there's
have
some
the wet.
stuff. There's some stuff happening in the nation's capital right now. Similar. This guy might be Antifa.
I mean, with Berlusconi, it's very plausible.
Yes.
Next slide, please. So we run into July of 2011. Fully, it's summer and it's bad. It smells bad. There's garbage everywhere.
Yes.
Next slide, please. But change is coming. And that's because in June of 2011, Naples gets a new mayor. This is a mayor show. Luigi Di Magistris.
Luigi Mangione. No.
Luigi Mangione. And the thing about Luigi Mangione is that he's woke, which is why there's a picture of him at Campania Pride.
Oh.
Ooh.
So he gets elected as a kind of like left opponent of Berlusconi, right? And he maybe tries some things like recycling, which is a crazy idea.
Incredible.
Yeah, but then the incinerator doesn't make money.
Yeah, this is a problem. He kind of just does it anyway.
Oh my God.
Door-to-door recycling waste. The city council like cuts off all of the private waste disposal companies and they just remunicipalize waste management.
But then how do the waste companies make money?
Yeah, that's a real problem. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they have to go back to like jock crimes.
Fuck, we gotta traffic drugs again.
Guy who's been doing nerd crimes for too long and worries he isn't cool anymore. Also, is the image for Campania Pride a gay cup of coffee? That rocks.
Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that.
But so, in addition, they find, because this is the key story of all of this, is garbage disposal is about finding somewhere else to put it. And finally, at long last, Northern Europe pays for its crimes, right? Because they just start shipping stuff to the Netherlands.
Good. Bury them under it.
Well, I mean, this is fine because the Netherlands can always use more garbage because they can use it for land reclamation or whatever.
Yeah. They can use it for more garbage, like they're people who are garbage.
Yeah, but also
infuriatingly smug urbanism. It's like 150,000 tons of garbage. Yes, that fits perfectly in my back feet.
Yeah, it all comes up in a cargo bike. Yeah, but of course they didn't pay for their crimes because of course you have to pay to dispose the waste. They made money the whole damn time.
They profited off of their crimes.
They profited on both ends.
I am thinking now about a garbage scow back feet though, so that's going to please me for a while. Next slide, please. And pretty soon after that, Berlusconi out, right? And this is just added to like one of his long list of scandals was that he didn't win the war on garbage.
I'm going to sound really stupid here about Italian politics, but like Berlusconi's been prime minister like what, 5 times or something?
Yeah. He worked out a technique where you could still keep your immunity from prosecution if you were still prime minister or president. So he just kept running for stuff.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was just gonna say, like, I feel like he was in office longer than 2008 to 2011. He seems like he was there for my entire teenage years.
He is still the holder of the title, the Italian.
Beyond the grave. Next slide, please.
There has yet to be a worthy Italian, yes.
So this is Calvi Risotta. It's north of Naples. This is 60 acres of bullshit. It's got like, they don't know what's in there. They've got French industrial waste. They've got random solvents. It's got like 10 centimeters of like soil just covering so much bullshit that they had to dig through it for 3 days with bulldozers to estimate the size.
Ugh.
What we have here is a giant ball of garbage.
Yeah, this is a giant illegal ball of garbage. This is 30 football fields full of illegally dumped garbage. And they found stuff just leaking up onto the surface. They found like stuff labeled polyethylene riboline, Goodyear Chemical Division, BASF, and Eltex. But the good news is that they didn't find anything radioactive.
Well, you always have to look, every landfill has a silver lining. Well, actually, usually it's black. But
and so this is just the biggest of like a ton of illegal dumping sites.
Also, some of them don't have it, which is, I guess, the subject of this podcast.
Yeah, I don't think this had a liner. I don't think this barely had a top on it. They were just throwing stuff on the ground. But besides just like dumping stuff, the other thing the mafia was doing was burning stuff. Next slide, please.
Ooh.
And that's
I thought that was woke.
great
They don't let you do that.
either.
Yeah.
Well, they don't let you do that in a way that doesn't give people cancer, right? But like
dear.
in this sense, if you don't give a shit about people getting cancer, you can just kind of do whatever, you know? Like in the same way
call
you're allowed to
something out
take a
here?
Stinger missile. Yeah, please.
The receptors of child population, child workers informal, and workers informal is real dark.
Yeah.
There's
This
one
is
of-
me
one
learning
of the
about
things-
drayage trucking
Yeah.
of slides.
One of the things about working in sort of like any kind of NGO sector or brushing up against it even is that you will find yourself either reading or making a lot of very corporate style infographics about things like child workers brackets informal or like conflict sexual assault or shit like that. It's just it's part of the it's how we organize things here in the liberalism, I guess. But so the mafia, strictly speaking, the Camorra, I've been saying the mafia the whole time because I don't care. They're burning so much shit in the open and leaving it burning that Campania gets nicknamed the Land of Fires.
Jesus Christ.
That's a lot.
Yeah. That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
you think that's a cool name? If you think that's a cool name, if you want to see Land of Fires, their down ticket of next slide, please.
The Triangle of Death.
The Triangle of Death. Yeah, to be clear, this is from the Lancet Oncology in 2004. Not a good Lancet to be in, I would say. And this is the first English language use of Triangle of Death. It's not the first Italian usage because everyone in Campania knows what's happening, right? Not necessarily the exact contours, but they know everybody's getting sick, right? But so
Oh,
Yeah, boy.
so
I see a lot of text in here about tumors.
Oh,
Yeah. Basically, the Italian state looks into this. They do another inquiry, which goes, it's nothing to do with waste disposal. Although we do
Yeah,
acknowledge
kick down the
that
road,
everybody
baby.
has cancer. Yeah. And it's like, okay, but the cancer rates are crazy, right? Like, there's
Very
one
bad.
district.
What's Love Canal in Italian?
Amore Canal.
Canale d'amore.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we go. I
amore.
knew it couldn't be that hard.
When
There's
the
like
moon hits
one
your eye
municipality.
like a big benzene pie, that's amore.
There's one area, one triangle where it's like everybody has liver cancer, colorectal cancer, leukemia, lymphoma, right? Then more than anywhere else in Italy. Next slide, please. And we have some gory details here, like sheep losing their wool and dying, rare forms of cancer among children, farm animals being born with deformities.
That is a funny way to phrase it, though. Is like the sheep cannot live without wool. Like woolless sheep immediately dies.
Yeah, too cold. No, it's
yeah.
like this is at a really serious point, right? Because it's fucking with the mozzarella. Like they
Yes.
have to. They're doing like mass culls of buffalo because their milk is full of dioxin.
Jesus
Jesus Christ. No one
Yeah,
knows what
and
to put on the pizza then. They got to like import Provel from St. Louis or some bullshit like that.
You know who else is in Campania is the United States military.
Yes.
Yeah, in an unusually frank sort of thing for internal dissemination, because Italy's problems are not their problems. They go, oh yeah, all of the water is unsafe to drink.
Oh my God.
But we think that that's fine. So if you're on base, because you're only going to be deployed here for like 2 or 3 years, so you probably won't get leukemia.
turbo cancer.
Yeah, I make calculations like that all the time.
Yeah,
That's why
with
I
your handy
use
nasty
the
leftovers.
containers
Yeah.
like 4 or 5 times.
God
know?
damn. Yeah. But they did identify 3 areas that they banned people from renting in because it's like too dangerous. Next slide, please. Okay, so you can sort of map this onto the previous slide and draw the triangle if you want to.
Hold on.
But the gist of this is that they're dumping this stuff in the suburbs, like outside of Naples and Caserta, which is already where the government is trying to put the incinerators and the dumps. And they're finding all of the like, because a ton of this is not like city water. This is rural enough to that you have wells.
Oh
and
no!
You're all of a sudden your well is full of arsenic, cadmium, tin, beryllium, tetrachloride, toluene.
What the shit is toluene?
It's one of the components.
These
It's
are
part
the
of
only
TNT,
ones in
I
which the
believe.
news has come to Harvard. There may be many others, but they haven't been discovered.
4 times the permissible level of lead. The death rate in the area is 10% higher than the rest of the region. And almost all of that is tumors and respiratory diseases.
Are you telling me that nerd crimes have higher death rates than the cool
Nerd
ones?
crime doesn't pay except
Almost
in human lives.
always. Yeah, you can sort of turn into the kind of Robert McNamara of giving water buffalo dioxin poisoning. There's
Jesus Christ.
There's a quote here from a GP in Frata Maggiore. In Italy, a general practitioner with 1,500 patients sees an average of 9 cases of cancer a year. I already have 15, right? And so Italy is now concerned enough about this to point out this triangle and ban the sale of mozzarella, olive oil, and wine made within it.
Damn.
It's like this is too poisoned for you to even put on the pizza. This is not good.
I
Next
would
slide,
be
please.
so pissed. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, if you're a mozzarella farmer and the government's like, you got to kill all your buffalo because you got like dioxin in them, and also you can never sell mozzarella here again. That's not so good, you know. And
That's when you back the
have here.
tractor up to a building and spray poop on it.
Oh yeah. Like that's sort of European farmers mobilizing for the most kind of depressed cause you've ever heard in your life.
Oh yeah.
So this is your risk of mortality and deformities on the left hand side, your risk of exposure to toxic waste in the middle, and your socioeconomic deprivation indicator on the right. You can see that it's not 1-to-1, but it maps pretty fucking closely, right?
Yeah.
Next
Definitely.
slide, please. So this is still ongoing to the point that Chicago Pope went there and visited, met some like families of people who had like died of cancer. Does a very like ecological homily.
Wow.
Which is nice of him. But then the European Court of Human Rights finds that the Italian authorities knew that all of this was happening and knew that the Camorra was doing it and had known that since 1988.
Jesus.
And
Jesus.
they're not required to do any like compensation or anything. They are legally required to do another inquiry.
Okay, well,
Folks,
maybe we'll get this one done
one-
before 2070.
One of these days, we'll get to the bottom of this.
Just take it. Give us a minute.
Mhm.
Give us a minute.
So Meloni has like appointed a general, so bringing the army again to, which is funny because she might end up being deposed by a general. But like she's appointed this guy to like lead this task force to look into doing a cleanup, but the anti-mafia prosecutor in Naples, right? Anti-mafia prosecutors in Italy, fuck, and are some of the only like independent sort of civil servants, basically. The Naples anti-mafia guy is like, hey, so if you do a massive cleanup, you are gonna have to issue a ton of public contracts, a ton of which are gonna go to the mob. So
You play both sides. That's why. That's how you
That's how you
always come out on top.
Yep.
yeah. And because all of the landfills are full of this bullshit, Campania is still a net exporter of waste to the rest of Italy. And that is how the bins got fucked in Campania.
Well, we can all look forward to a new generation of mobbed up toxic waste remediation companies.
Yeah, I'm a toxic waste remediation consultant. And then if we go to the next slide, Sam, bless you, Sam, has included a bonus slide because just in case we needed to fill time, because this episode might have been kind of short.
Could have been short, yeah.
Could have been. Wasn't.
Could have.
Yeah,
Wasn't gonna
yeah,
be, but
So if we remember Calabria, which is the region sort of opposite, the 'Ndrangheta, that's their Camorra, that's their mafia. They have been irradiating the coastline of Somalia.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they've just been like dumping it at sea, and a bunch of those ships have sunk and just vanished suspiciously. So who fucking knows, right? And some of them have been sent to Somalia, some of them have been like just buried on land in Somalia. There is one pentito, Francesco Fonti, who claims that an Italian TV journalist and her cameraman were murdered in Somalia in 1994 because they had seen some of this toxic waste arriving.
Jesus wept.
Yeah, very, very likely that the 2004 tsunami just washed up a bunch of toxic and radioactive waste as well. But
Well,
that's the bins. That's the Italian bins.
That's the Italian bins, folks. I mean,
I'm sorry for grabbing the controls away from you, Justin.
I
best.
said your controls. It's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we have landed
That's
the plane.
called that's
now.
called crew resource management. And it's
yeah.
all we can do now is, it's interesting that the mafia from this point onwards is going to have to become environmental and woke. In order to
game's gone woke.
Exactly. It's gone woke. That's where the money is woke now. There's no stopping it. It's going to be.
Yeah, you have to get your pronouns through this one contractor.
Yeah, you got to get the pronouns through. Hey, you care about the rainforest? You care about the fucking rainforest?
When you think about it, these guys are job creators for themselves.
You better care about the fucking coral reef or I'll send you down there. But yeah, what did we learn?
I'm making the meatballs.
I'm making the meatball.
That if you're gonna try and win the war on bins, you should probably have a better dictator than Berlusconi.
Yes.
Or Maloney.
Maloney.
Yeah, for real.
We need a new the Italian.
Yeah, we do, and hopefully a woke one, but I'm not optimistic.
We can get a woke the Italian. I don't know how. They better
fuck. There's like the mayor, the current mayor of I want to say, I'm gonna get every single detail wrong in a way that's just tragic. The current mayor of fucking Turin, Nelly Sheehan or whatever the fuck her name is. She's woke, right? And
she can be
so
the
like
Canadian.
maybe she can be the Italian.
I said the Canadian.
They need a woke the Italian from Southern Europe. I don't want anyone from Turin. I want someone from like fucking, I don't know, Sicily.
Do they make woke in Sicily?
No. Well,
No.
yes, now that the mob is woke.
That's right. That's right.
Silvia Solis, mayor of Genoa. So I was wrong on every detail.
Damn.
Beautiful.
Still too far north.
For real.
Yeah.
But that is a podcast, I believe.
That is the podcast. Well, we have a segment on this podcast called Safety Third.
Nope.
I swear to God, I will set up the iPad and the new microphone soon.
Until then, I'm gonna find new things to put in there. It's gonna make everyone mad.
Talk to Tom about
Hold
that.
on. Hello, November. Yay, Liam, Roz, Devin, and assorted other hosts.
Other hosts.
Other hosts.
Didn't name Victoria. Cancelled.
Wow,
Transphobic.
canceled. Okay, next slide. No. Likely buzzer noise for missing someone or assuming someone else was there. What do we got?
Correct.
Greetings
Does anyone
from.
want Taco Bell?
Oh, that would be really good. They just opened the Taco Bell here.
Taco Bell garbage plate.
Oh yeah. Oh my
I'd
God. Yeah. Fuck. Holy shit. I would fuck that up.
Plaza,
Yeah.
Plaza de Basura?
No, Liam. They opened the Taco Bell where the Boston Market used to be.
Did they really?
Yes.
Oh, we got to go.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like an actual properly sized Taco Bell.
Oh,
Anyway,
hell yeah, dude.
Greetings from the serial killer above the meth lab, aka Canada. I work at a small but very busy bronze foundry that specializes in lost wax castings of various sculptural works by a whole pile of artists. Today we had a perfect safety third incident, which somehow was unrelated to the fact that we work with molten metal, power tools, large amounts of silica dust, and a room that is full of both flammable wax and fire.
Incredible.
The delivery driver shows up at the shop delivering bronze ingots. It's like fucking
Sorry, I was just
Minecraft.
really taken by the way you said bronze ingots. And of course, you see, I've become hopelessly dependent upon the ingots.
It is rare in my experience to interact with or even see an ingot of any metal, let alone bronze.
This guy is just having someone say to you, yeah, I had a really annoying thing where a guy delivered me a bunch of bronze ingots, is a potentially thousands years old safety third.
I had to describe this
Hello,
in
my-
a clay tablet.
Hello, November. Ina Sear writing in.
Now hold on. Finishing the sentence. Delivering bronze ingots and all the shit we need to make the ceramic shell molds. The first warning sign was that he goes to grab the pallet with the 1,500-ish pounds of bronze ingots.
Oh, boy.
It's on a stubby half pallet. And when he gets it on his little electric pallet jack, he doesn't get the weight all the way back to the powered wheel. No, he leaves the pallet on the front wheels near the tips of the forks. So the weight was in completely the wrong spot to get power down on the floor of this box truck, which would be less of an issue if not for the fact the driveway is on a slight slope. So he needs to drag that 1,500-ish pounds of bronze ingots that is precariously held with way less traction than he should have. Luckily, our crew weren't dumbasses and we got in the truck and helped him move the pallet enough and got him to take up the weight in not a stupid spot.
You legit could have sent in this safety third from the construction of the pyramids.
Then the real dumb shit starts. Now,
Okay.
this truck has one of them hydraulic tailgate lifts pictured here.
Mm.
Oh my God, that's scrolled all the way back up. These are sketchy things at the best of times. That's why I rent trucks from U-Haul. The platform is lower. Not sponsored. Wait, no. Meet our new sponsor, U-Haul. Anyway.
Only two of us are lesbians.
I
Yeah,
did
it's
drive
like
a U-Haul this past weekend, so I can't really say anything. We were in
Yeah,
the
you have to
Seattle-
celebrate Pride
we were-
Month somehow.
We were in the Seattle Pride Parade carrying all the Dykes on Bikes helmets and gear and shit, and people thought that we were like actually representatives of U-Haul.
That rules.
They were like, "Are you U-Haul?" And I just reached over and grabbed my wife to kiss her, and I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
I love the LGBTU community.
These hydraulic tailgate lifts are sketchy things at the best of times. Normally, when you're handling heavy loads with them, you really, really, really do not. A little
You got
tired.
this.
You do not want the weight out near the edge of the tailgate, so you get your pallet jack sitting on it perpendicular to the direction of the truck, right? To keep the weight farther back and prevent the front wheels of your pallet jack from, for instance, going over the edge of the tailgate. This man did not do that. He took the 1,600 pounds of bronze ingots on.
It's gained another 100 pounds.
No, yeah,
Jesus.
no. This is a second load, I believe.
Jesus.
On the 500-ish pounds of electric pallet jack and drives it within half an inch of having the front wheels go over. We are at this point fully in the realm of dumb cowboy shit. We somehow got the bronze off without incident. Okay, so no, maybe
what
this is
form
the
was that bronze in?
ingots.
Sorry, what were the ingots made out of?
Bronze.
I really want us to sell not like a miniature bronze ingot. What's the smallest commercially viable ingot of bronze we can sell?
What's a full? It's presumably standard. It's a bronze ingot.
Like in Skyrim?
Yes.
Bronze ingots. Oh damn! You can buy a kilogram ingot of bronze for $16.99.
That's not bad.
That's crazy.
That's not
bad.
I'm gonna do that. I'm just straightforwardly gonna do that. I'm gonna buy myself a kilogram of bronze.
You earned it, Nova.
It used to be tungsten cubes. Now it's bronze ingots.
The kids want bronze ingots.
I mean, it was like last episode that I was on that I ordered the 4.5 foot tall plush Chinese dongfeng ICBM, which is now currently sitting on the couch behind me.
Nice.
The podcast is largely an experiment to turn your listening time and money into dumb purchases.
Yes. Yes. I get sometimes the left, consumerism is, I don't even know what I'm saying other than, go out right now and buy a bronze ingot.
Why not? This constitutes investment advice. Don't worry.
It's only going to go up in price. They ain't finding any more bronze. Then we need to get to the second pallet, which has 1,200 pounds ish of assorted grades of silica, plus a 700-ish pound, 55-gallon barrel of binder that allows us to turn all of that silica into ceramic shell molds around pieces of wax. The barrel is on
Sounds
one
right.
edge of the pallet. The many 55-pound bags of assorted silica take up the rest of the space. The driver takes his little electric pallet jack and scoots it under the side with the silica. Right? That's up here.
Oh, basic physics problem failed.
Hold on. I've lost my place here. Every time I scribble on a PowerPoint, it loses
dies
my
out here,
space
yeah.
in the notes. This has been a problem for 200 episodes now. Microsoft, fix this and don't do it with AI. So that leaves the 55-gallon, 700-ish pound barrel of liquid on the tips of the forks. The driver then repeats his previous action and just kind of drives the fucker straight out onto the lift with the front wheels of the pallet jack sitting under the barrel about half an inch away from just fucking rolling off the tailgate. As again, where I scribbled over here. This has the effect of loading the tailgate with 1,200 pounds of silica, 700 pounds of binder, 500-ish pounds of pallet jack, and maybe 140 pounds of dipshit delivery driver. The vast majority of which is oriented way the fuck out towards the edge. Now, for those of you with even the most basic understanding of how to load things and of leverage, you can see this is shortly about to cause issues. The driver pressed the button to lower the lift. Being a sketchy-ass hydraulic lift, it's not exactly smooth. Has a bit of a bounce as it lowers. A bounce which mostly affects the leading edge of the lift, which is where all the weight was. This has the predictable effect of making the lip of the tailgate lift lower, which causes the wheels of the pallet jack to slip off, suddenly dropping several hundred pounds, another several inches. This is what is called a shock load. That over 2,000 pounds of load is now acting like significantly more than over 2,000 pounds, excuse me. Not quite 200,000 pounds. That's a lot.
Think about how many ingots that would get you.
Unloading my osmium ingots.
Jesus, these are heavy.
One single bronze ingot, you know? Now, this overloads the poorly welded blocks, which keep the lift from just falling the fuck down. The welds on those blocks go off like a fucking gunshot. The front edge of the lift drops exactly the way you would expect. A bunch of plate steel with hundreds of pounds hanging off the edge would. See figure 3 here. Hold on.
God.
There's the mouse. Crap. There we go.
Tailgate fall down, Mr. Bond.
Tailgate fell down. I lost my place again.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, there we go. The driver, by some fucking miracle, avoided either falling in the now existing gap between the back edge of the tailgate and the truck, and as such, getting his leg or back fucking snapped like a twig when the gap stops existing a few seconds later when things settle, or getting launched by his pallet jack and flipping directly into the sharp sheet metal roof of the shop, or being crushed by the load of shit that he'd driven out onto the edge of the lift like a dumbass.
I fully thought this guy was going to trebuchet himself. Like, if he's still holding on to the pallet jack when this happens, the sort of motive force of bronze ingot is going to make this guy into a kind of hypersonic missile.
That would be like a fully medieval situation. I was trebucheted by bronze ingots.
What a hell of a way to die.
Yeah,
One more time.
just getting to heaven and being like, yeah, fucking Age of Empires 2 shit happened to me. I don't know.
They have to put you. They have to technically they have to put you in with a bunch of crusaders, even though it's 2000 and whatever it is. 2026. That's the year it is.
Workman just like dapping up a crusader, being like, Mangonel got you too, huh, man?
Yeah. What'd you die of? Dysentery. We at the shop then got to unload this tipped pallet, stand the barrel of binder back up, and assist dipshit in strapping his totally fucked up tailgate lift so that he could drive away without dragging the damn thing. The electric pallet jack is currently...
You get the truck back and you've had to like stick the whole tailgate back up. It's really good.
The electric pallet jack is still currently at the shop because there was no way to load it back into the truck.
It's just embedded in the concrete at this point.
It's surrounded by perfectly stacked ingots. Bronze ingots. Beautiful. Shimmer.
Okay, good. I feel like my entire brain has been like sanded down nice and smooth.
No, it's been turned into an ingot.
Which we could sell. We'll sell those. Nova's.
All right.
Oh,
that was safety third.
Really fun. Thank you.
Jesus.
Our next episode will be on Chernobyl. Does anyone have any commercials before we go?
Listen to Trains Atlantic.
It's
listen to
fun.
Trangolismo.
Yeah.
Listen to Be Gay Solve Crimes.
I just listened to the episode about Columbo and I thought it was wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Really, really. I really, I felt like it captured the spirit of, Columbo. I'm making Columbo gestures right now. You can't see it.
I fucking love Columbo. So yeah, it's a
wife,
pleasure to record.
my wife really, she loves Columbo. I don't really get it, but I listen to your podcast.
And just one more thing. Listen to Trains Atlantic.
There was one thing that was bothering me, right?
There was one thing that you got 3 hours into the podcast and you didn't plug the new podcast with Gareth Dennis, and that surprised me.
No, and I plugged that at the beginning. No, I didn't even plug that yet. You put that in.
Yeah,
there.
you put that in there.
Shit. There was one thing. Now my wife. I don't really get it. My wife is really into bronze ingots. Now you put the bronze
ancient
ingots,
Sumerian Columbo.
Oh my God! You put the bronze ingots on the front of the pallet jack.
End this.
I think that was a podcast.
That was beautiful.